Well, welcome back to football tonight. It's college football. Seems like we were just doing this less than 24 hours ago.
We were doing it less than 24 hours ago, Gary, and boy, what a trip, but it was a fun trip.
It's always a fun trip. Welcome to the Shasta Sports Network. Tonight, we are in Merced, California. It's the Merced Blue Devils hosting the Shasta Knights. Good football game. It is promising to be. Both teams are 2-0. They're early on in the season. Shasta Sports Network is presented by Omega Mortgage. When it comes to mortgage and lending, they are the best in the business. You can see the Omega team at omglending.com or give them a call at 223-1400. Oh, just in time. Andre Faircloth, his kid's playing, and he's calling. Stand by, Andre. I'll get back to you in just a couple of seconds. Also, Shasta Solutions bringing us the ball game here tonight in Merced. Solutions that work for you. Plenty of things to talk about. We got a laundry list. Danny Miller joining me on the broadcast here.
I'm glad to be with you, Gary, and we are in for an exciting game. We have the American Division meets the Golden Coast League.
And there's lots of items of interest for us to share with you as we get rolling here. Game time is about 12 minutes from right now. Also want to thank Hild Collision Center. They are always involved in the local athletics, and they're on board with the Shasta College and the Shasta Sports Network this year. Thank you so much. They will be presenting the player of the game. REU, Reading Electric Utility. They are also with us this year. They bring you the post-game show, REU and you, powerful together. Boundary Waters, our friend Michael Carnes, who provides all the sports gear to us here at the Shasta Sports Network, and our good friend Tony Hort Photography.
Tony, we missed you last night. We understand you had some other obligations, but we missed you today too. But yeah, Tony is a great guy.
Yeah, I also want to say hello to Dr. Maria Salas. She is on board with us. She's going to get her first taste of broadcasting. Well, I shouldn't say that. She's been broadcasting for years. She's going to get her first taste of broadcasting with us.
Okay.
Which is quite the experience, and that's coming up on October 21st for the River Bowl, which will be held at Shasta this year.
Stand by, lady.
So thank you all for being part of the network as we get set to go here. Let's talk a minute about both teams and where they are. It's early on in the season, as we mentioned. But there are several items of interest, and I'm just going to go through some things that I did some studying on and prepared up for. Both teams, as we said already, are 2-0. Last week is an interesting story. I will tell you the story about what happened to Merced last week. They are setting out on a road game, and they take off, and their bus breaks down.
Oh.
And they had a 2.5-hour delay. So where the game down in San Jose was supposed to be at 7 o'clock didn't start until 9 o'clock that night. And that was difficult because they had to roll in. They had to get a backup bus to pick them up. And once they got there, there was very little time for warm-up. And they went out there and they annihilated San Jose 47-0.
Wow. Shut them out.
Shut them out big time. Their offense is a power run offense, so we're going to see some really neat things, and it's going to be exciting for us to talk about them and announce those tonight. Last week they picked up 413 yards. 245 of those yards was on the ground. In the air, their quarterback, Andrew Trahan, we expect to be saying his name a lot tonight. He was 13 of 21 for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. W.R. Sanders had 11 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Their defense so far, I know it's only been 2 games, but their defense thus far has only allowed 17 points in 2 games. And they have outscored their opponents 97-17 in those 2 games. So a couple of lopsided scores there. They are the top scoring offense in the state.
Wow.
The Blue Devils here at Merced are set to take it to them. And their biggest Shasta offense has put up 79 points in the first 2 games. So we're going to see if those 2 things collide and how they balance out.
Yeah, because Shasta has only allowed 24 points for the season so far.
That's right. They're doing really good.
Yes,
And it's going to be fun to watch this game. We got some people that we're going to talk about. Nyquil Alexander. He is, I believe, is offensive lineman. This guy, we talk about guys who are big, but this guy is bigger than big. And matter of fact, they call him the Big Easy.
The Big Easy.
He is a pretty impressive ball player. He is 6'6" and weighs 420 pounds.
420 pounds, and he's a sophomore.
Yeah, so, he's got a big career ahead of him, and there's so many things that a lot of these players do. We were talking to Mario Mazier a little bit earlier before the game, and he's really excited about the game today, too. He's involved in a lot of every plays, and you got a chance to talk to Carl Robertjoe, who's been the player of the week a couple of times.
Actually, 2 weeks in a row, Carl had 3 interceptions last week against Hartnell School. Hartselle School?
Hartnell?
Yes,
out of the Salinas area?
Yes, out of the Salinas area. And He had a fantastic game. And then the game against West Hills, he basically made the game changer for that.
Those 3 interceptions that he had last week tied a school record, and he leads in the state with 4. So he's the leader, and he's the guy that we're going to want to keep our eyes on here tonight. More facts about Shasta. They are 2-0, just like Merced is. Tim Naylor is one of the 2 quarterbacks. Ryan Pollard, the other one. Tim Naylor was our player of the game last week against Hartnell. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, long runs, and he had 2 passing touchdowns. So he was a player of the game for last week. So Tim Naylor is always focused, and he is prepared, and he's ready to go, and it's going to be fun to watch him have that football hands.
What I love to see about Tim Naylor is even though he's out there and he's really focused, he's out there, he looks like he's having fun.
He's having a lot of fun. We asked him about, what happens when you get towards the end of the game and you have a sizable lead.
Yeah.
He says, well, normally you just want to burn the clock down. You don't want to rub it in too much. He says, but, putting the ball in my hands, letting me throw it, that's the fun for me.
Yeah.
So he does that. And, as we get closer to game time, we're just under 6 minutes away from that. 10 touchdowns so far in 2 games for Shasta, and both Naylor and Pollard were involved in 8 of them. 3 of them throwing, 5 of them were running. Defensive backs are forcing turnovers. That's what we're going to see in Carl Robertjo tonight. And also Mario Mezier. He is all over that football field. He's a very humble guy. We got a chance to talk to him on the field earlier today. Super nice.
Yes, and he loves to take their top wide receiver one-on-one, which allows Robertjo to kind of play the backfield of where he wants to be.
Well, if he was as aggressive as he was last week, and he was, he's right up on him on the line of scrimmage where almost helmets are touching as long as they're not, in that neutral zone where you shouldn't be. But that's his style.
Yeah, he plays right up on top of him.
That's a little bit intimidating, and he tends to talk to his opponent too.
Yes, he does.
And that's always the fun thing to get inside somebody's head because, you can just lean right over and go, listen, you're not going to catch anything.
Yes.
So he likes to do stuff like that, and it's a good time. It's fun, and we're here for football tonight. Big night. We are going to come back here in just a couple of moments. We'll get ready for the opening ceremonies, national anthem, and that. And, they'll do the coin toss and everything, and we'll be back in just a couple of moments. You are listening to the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
Timeout! Okay, guys, Summers really had his bell rung and could have a concussion. I'm pulling him out for the game. Rodriguez, you're in for Summers.
Come on, Coach. It's just a ding. I'll shake it off.
Yeah, he's tough. Plus, we need to win this to make the playoffs.
Listen, we're a team and we need to look out for each other. Concussions are serious. No game is more important than your health.
Take concussions out of play. If you're a coach, know the warning signs and never let athletes return to play before a healthcare professional says it's okay. A message from CDC.
For over 50 years, Hild Collision Center is still family-owned and operated. It all started when Art Hild opened his first body shop in 1965. Today known as Hild Collision Center, the North State's most recommended full-service collision repair business. The Hild family is proud to continue business in this great community. Every year brings new changes in many forms, from new vehicle models, training and equipment, new technology in aluminum bodies and frames, computers, airbags, and Pearl Clear Coat paints. You can be assured that the team at Hild Collision Center are the best in class. The Hild Collision Center family would like to say thank you to the North Valley for trusting them with your collision repairs and allowing them to grow and support our community. Hild Collision Center on East Cypress Avenue in Reading. Online at hildcollisioncenter.com or find us on Facebook. Hild Collision Center, where you're always a satisfied customer.
Learning about the dangers of wildfires can help you save your home and those you love. According to experts, wildfires across the country are burning hotter and faster than ever before. After a severe fire season in which 1,400 homes burned, the National Fire Protection Association created the FireWise program. The program offers simple ways community members can work together to prevent their properties from becoming fuel for a wildfire. Residents can reduce the risk of their home's ignition by simply modifying their homes and immediate surroundings. For example, clearing a space around the home can reduce wildfire threat, reduce surrounding vegetation, and prune large trees. Even something as simple as cleaning gutters and eaves of leaves and debris can prevent an ember from igniting a home. When possible, choose heat and flame-resistant construction materials for homes, decks, porches, and fences. The most protective roofing materials will be rated Class A, including asphalt shingles and metal cement and concrete products. For more information, visit firewise.org.
We're back here at Merced College for a big football game tonight. Shasta College Knights are in town. Merced Blue Devils, both teams are 2-0. I wanted to talk just a couple of seconds about the history of these two teams because they've played, I got that information right here somewhere close by. They're so inundated with information because we got lots to talk about. They have met 7 times in the history dating back to 1964. And in that 1964 game, Shasta won that game 18-4. In 1965, Merced won it 12-6. In 1997, like almost 30 years beyond before they played again, Merced lost 23-26. In 1998, it was a 3 overtime game.
Wow.
And Shasta won that one 73-71.
73-71?
Yeah, that's a high-scoring game right there. Merced won 20-17 in 2006. They also beat Shasta 48-20 in 2007. And in 2014, just a couple of years ago, Shasta won that one by a point, 34-33. There's great history with football players at this school.
Yes, there is. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go from 1987 to 1988. Linebacker Kenny Vaughn, drafted by the Oakland Raiders.
That's right.
Played here. He wore the Blue Devil. He played for the Blue Devils, and I don't think he wore a devil in a blue dress.
I'll let you continue with that in a second, but we were talking to Pat Kelly, who is our information guy, and he's involved, and he's the one who's so kind to set us up and let us come up into their broadcast booth, their press box, and do our show. He's been here for about 30 years, and he was here when Mr. Vaughn was here.
Yes, he was. And going up the list, 1973, wide receiver Nate Ferguson, who played for the Seattle Seahawks, also played here in Merced. Defensive lineman Bubba Pua.
Nice.
From 77 to 78, he played here, and he was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. And going up the list, linebacker A.J. Jenkins. He played here in 85 and 86. He was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, we're getting ready now for our national anthem. We are inside the booth. And give me that microphone. I'll go stick it out the window. I'll be right back.
As the colors are set to come out onto the field, they have them marching. They're going from our left to the right as they come.
Color guard is coming out onto the field right now. West Hills College, we were there a couple of weeks ago. These guys go and play them next week. And that's going to be a tough football game for them as well. But we are here tonight at Merced College, Central California. It was a nice drive down. Color guard getting into position. All teams lined up appropriately on the side of the field.
Standing as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem, we have Mrs. Kenna Campbell.
Ms. Kenna Campbell singing our national anthem tonight.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
All right. Very good job. She was actually about 3 feet off the microphone. And she did a fantastic job. She's getting a lot of hugs there, and she did a really great job. Yeah, she was about 3 feet off the microphone. She's got a very powerful voice there, and she did an awesome job.
She could have broken a chandelier with that note she hit.
Yes.
That was good.
So let's give you a description of what we're looking at on the horizon.
Yeah,
is nothing but flatness.
Paint us a picture.
Nothing but clear skies and just nothing but flatness. There's some mountains towards the northeast there, and this field faces north to south.
I don't know about so much for clear. I see a lot of smoky skies over there on the horizon. But it's a beautiful campus here, Merced College. We're happy to be here, and Shasta will receive the kick for the first half here, and Merced will be kicking off from our right to our left. Merced is in their dark blue uniforms and gold numbers and dark blue helmets. Shasta in green pants, white jerseys, and white helmets. And set back for the kickoff is a couple of dangerous gentlemen, Mario Mezier and Carl Robert Joe, and that'll be Mezier. He'll take it at the 6. He's up to the 10, 15, 20. He's got a little bit of running room. Dances, takes a stutter step, and he's brought down now at about the 27-yard line, and that's where Shasta will start this campaign here at Merced.
Now, Gary, when we walk this field's got a hump right in the middle of it.
That's pretty standard for drainage.
Yes.
I mean, all fields tend to do that, but this one seems like it's got a little more of a drainage hump.
Yes, it does. It's a little bit higher than standard. I was telling Mario that, hey, when you cover that guy slanted, you might have to run uphill.
That's right. Yeah, he was out here practicing that, too, a little bit earlier. All right, set to go. Get this game rolling. In command for Shasta already is going to be, I believe that's Tim Naylor out there, number 4.
Yep.
It is, and he'll hand off, and he'll waste no time. He'll give it to Justin Hellier. Hellier will get it right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's where he'll be stacked up right away for no gain.
They are testing that run, and let's see how this defense provides against that run.
Well, they mix it up pretty good, especially with Naylor. He can run and he can throw. He's a threat no matter Cody Sindorf is far wide to the right. Justin Hellier in the backfield getting a last-minute instruction from Tim Naylor. Now he'll move and go into sort of a semi-motion. Trot, back to pass goes Naylor. He'll take 2 or 3 steps, and he's in trouble already. He'll make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he is brought down right away. No gain. This is a little bit different because we're always out in the crowd, and we always have
Yeah, it's a little quieter here, but you know what? I love it because it's got air conditioning.
Yeah, we'll take it.
We will take it. On the stop there, Sonye Voha Jr.
Oh, man, the names are starting already.
Number 42.
Naylor now in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his left, 1 wide out to the right. That'll be Cody Sindorf. He'll fake it to Hellier up the middle, throw a pass right over the middle, and that is broken up by number 21 involved right there. Busy already.
Nathan Duran Perez, number 21. Fantastic defensive coverage.
So
made a good read on the quarterback there.
So there'll be 3 and out for Shasta, and they'll send the punting team on right now.
I am waiting to see their running back, Jacques Buchanan, Gary.
Oh, man.
We've heard a lot of things about him.
He had some pretty good highlights last week. Back to receive is Jackson Watts. Jackson Watts all by himself, standing at his own 32. Shasta set to punt right now. That's a halfway decent spiral kick. It'll take a bounce at the 30, and then he'll pick it up. Jackson on the move now, 30. He's got a little bit of running room over to the right-hand side. He'll try to get around the corner, and he's brought down right away.
Fantastic stop there by Dion Page.
Dion Page, he was very busy in the last game, and you can expect to hear his name several times tonight. So they'll turn it over on down. Shasta's first series goes nowhere.
I am so used to the crowd, Gary. We don't have that up here, but we do have the air conditioning.
There's a crowd out here, but
but
we can't hear them, which is a little bit different. But it's fine. We're having a good time. I'm not used to having the crowd noise. Behind us. Maybe we'll run a microphone outside or something.
We'll just hang one right out the window.
Right.
The people here at Merced have been fantastic for us.
Already a penalty assessed on the receiving team. The Blue Devils, they'll mark them back now at the 29-yard line. All right, so Blue Devils, under the direction of Andrew Trahan, had a really good week last week. He'll hand it off over to the left-hand side, and there is a little bit of running room. Number 22 of Jocks Buchanan.
Jocks Buchanan, he's pretty quick there. On the stop there was DeJarian Jackson Hanshett.
That was a good enough run for a first down.
He's quick coming out of the backfield like that, Gary. Buchanan's the one I wanted to watch.
Well, keep your eye on him because he's going to be here all night. All right, there's the snap. Handoff again right up the middle. Same ball carrier. No gain. Jock Buchanan.
What a fantastic read by Alex Taladino. He was on the outside, and he just read that all the way.
You mentioned the hospitality we received here at Merced, and it is just remarkably great, and we want to thank Pat Kelly.
Pat Kelly has done a great job, brought us up some waters when we needed it. And
back to pass goes Trahan, and he throws it out to the right flat, and it hit him in the hands, but it was a little ahead of him, so he could not maintain it. And that was David Johnson with an incomplete.
Bell on the coverage there. And we have our folks listening in. People from Texas, Houston, Texas.
Yeah, stand by. We'll get the chat feature going here in a minute. Andre Faircloth, I'm hoping you can you figured it out and you got to us here. Fake sweep left hand side. Trahan rolls out and he throws a complete pass at the 43-yard line. Immediately brought down.
He held on to it. It looked like both of them caught it at the same time. And there's our boy, Colton Naylor, number 44.
And Taladino was also involved in that. Colton Naylor, number 44, got ejected from the game last week.
Oh, see, I always miss all the fun.
Well, stand by. It's not dark yet. We'll have some fun. Merced now set to punt.
Got a little breeze going into that punt there. As you noticed, the breeze is kind of traveling south. Oh, it was a
little short hop there.
A little short hop on the snap.
And Carl Robert Joe takes it right at the 10-yard line, and he is almost wrapped up, but he's got a host of Blue Devils right on him, and they'll take him out of bounds. No return whatsoever on that. That was pretty gutsy to take that ball and not call for a fair catch because, I heard the footsteps up here.
Yeah, they were like at least 3 yards away from him when he caught it. He should have signaled for that fair catch, but he figured he could probably make a move because Robert Joe's got some good moves.
I can't hear all the hitting and mouthing off going on out there.
I know.
I might have to go out there.
Do we have to open up a window?
We'll cut a little hole in this window right here.
Yeah, there you go. We'll just drop a microphone down in there.
Run a microphone out. Got a window over there if we want to do that. Okay, so Shasta will take over for their second possession. Cody Sindorf in motion. He's going to the opposite side. Tim Naylor takes the snap, immediately drops the pass right over the middle, and he had a guy open. He made it a little bit too high. Pass intended for Wyatt Clement.
That's going to be that's a helmet-to-helmet hit on the receiver, a defensive receiver there, Gary.
Okay, well that's going to cost him.
He was right through the middle. He had his hands on it, kind of came out, and yeah.
9 times out of 10, those helmet-to-helmet contacts are not intentional.
No, they're not.
It's just the situation that they're put in, where they're at, which way people are turned, and going like that. So, but that's the rule, and they're trying to keep the injuries from that type of hitting to a minimum because, concussions are a big topic of discussion in all levels of football right now, all the way from the Pop Warner level all the way up to college and professional. So Naylor looking to throw right now. He's got 3 receivers out there. He fakes the throw over the middle, draws to Justin Hellier, and Hellier is brought down right after he gets up to the line of scrimmage. So he hasn't got his legs underneath him yet.
No, he hasn't. Actually, he gained a couple of yards on that one, Gary.
But Justin Hellier is a human highlight reel.
Yes, he is.
And you'll see it before
he
this
will make
game's
things
over.
happen. He gets better as the game goes on. He's a fourth quarter player, definitely.
DeMarco Grayson now in the backfield, right behind Naylor. 1 receiver to the left, 2 over on the right-hand side. See what he got? Oh, and they drew him off sides, and there's the flag. So early on, a few penalties. It'll be offsides against Merced.
Well, we want to thank Lori for listening to us. She is awaiting her ride till she gets off there.
She's going to the Monster Truck Show tonight.
She's going to the Monster Truck Show. She's working the Monster Truck Show tonight.
You be home before dark, young lady.
Yes, be home before dark, lady. And darn it, have me a turkey pot pie ready to go.
Tim Naylor is the quarterback for Shasta right now, and he's in the shotgun position. He's got 3 receivers poised and ready to go, and he'll immediately drop back to pass, and now he'll run it. This is what he does, and he is got enough for the first down and brings it up to the 39-yard line.
That was a beautiful run. He would have not made that first down if he hadn't cut to the right there and gained that extra 3 yards.
You know, the thing about Tim Naylor, he is really good and really quick at looking at every one of his options, and if none of them are available, he'll tuck it and he'll
tuck
go.
It and go, yeah, and his reads are very, very quick. And I like the fact that he looks over the defense before he even snaps that ball. He looks where everybody's at, points people to where they need to be.
1st and 10 from the 38. Naylor to Justin Hellier. Handoff left-hand side, and there goes Justin. And he almost gets enough for the first down. He might be a yard shy at the 48-yard line.
Beautiful run by Hellier, and he jumps right up immediately and runs back.
Well, that's pretty good because he took a shot
He
at
did
the end
take
of
a
that
shot.
play. And he's not that big of a guy.
No, he's not.
He's just quick. And he's tough. He can take it. 2nd and 1 right now for the Knights. We're just underway. First quarter, 9:30 left to play in the first. No score at the moment. Tim Naylor trying to do something about that. He's got the ball almost at midfield. And he'll hand it off to Justin Hellier again, and there is no place to go and not enough for a first down. May have lost a little bit on the play. It'll be 3rd down for the Knights. All right, let's get this chat feature coming up. I miss Patty.
Let's get Patty on the line there and see how she's doing. And
here comes the snap right now. Naylor will take it. Waste no time. He throws it over to the left-hand side. And that was
incomplete.
Intended for Racial Lovett, and that was an incomplete pass.
That brings up 4th down now. You know, Coach Thompson doesn't hesitate sometimes to go for it on 4th down, but he's sending out the punting unit.
It's early on. That's a wise thing to do. Punting for Shasta, Kendall Rasheen.
And he's got a leg on him.
He's got a very good leg on him, and usually it's a pretty good spiral and hang time to go with it.
Well, we watched him in practice when he was practicing his field goals, and he was kicking them 55, 60 yards.
Jack Yoro is back to receive the punt. Another good kick, and he'll totally get away from that. That'll take a Shasta bounce, but they're not able to get to it before it rolls into the end zone. Very close. He just couldn't quite get close enough.
Carl Anderson was right there, and he just couldn't get his hands on it. They would have got him down at the 1-yard line.
Yep. Nice punt. No return, so they'll bring it out, and that's where the Blue Devils will start. We have 8:37 left to go in the first period. There's no score here from Merced College. Both teams 2-0. All the statistics indicate this is going to be a great football game, and it's pretty even so far. Been a couple of punts for each team. Trahan will hand it off right up the middle. He gets hit right when he hands it off, and your ball carrier there was Jacques Buchanan. Jacques
Buchanan.
It's going to be Jacques Cousteau before this night's over. We like to have
or
fun.
Jacques, where'd you go?
That's right. We like to have fun. I mean, if we're not having fun, nobody else is having fun. So, why do it?
Hey, we got Jason Stovall aboard.
All right, Jason. Thank you so
Jason.
much. Let me move this out of the way so we can see it. There we go. They're throwing. Trahan throws out to the flat.
And there comes the flag.
You knew that. He's just like laid on top of him.
He laid right on top of him. That's Mario.
Well, I think he may have lost his footing is what happened over there, and he landed right on top of the player, but you still can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, you can't tackle him out there?
Not until they touch the ball. Kurt S. Welcome to the broadcast. He says, go Cody Sindorf, number 10.
So I take Kurt S. as Sindorf. Kurt Sindorf.
All right, so that's
Welcome
good.
aboard.
So thank you so much for joining the broadcast. We'll make sure that we keep an eye on your players and let you know how they're doing, and we'll keep you informed all the way through. Thanks for tuning in. Susie is listening to us now. Susie Hendricks. Thank you so much, Susie.
That is a beautiful feature, Gary. I love that. Just the interaction with all the people.
Well, it's even better for them because I can't chat back to them, but I can talk. Trahan hands it off right up the middle, and there's a hole that you wouldn't believe, and Jacques Buchanan is still going. He's across midfield down to the 42-yard line before he's brought out of bounds.
Wow, he is quick.
John Velasco driving him out of bounds.
He makes some quick steps there. Susie Hendricks says, this is awesome, Gary.
Got a personal foul against Merced. So the Blue Devils will get backed up a little bit on that one. Good run. That's totally nullified. Buchanan has already touched the ball several times, and he's going to be the one to key on. And I think they know that already.
Well, I got a feeling I already know what Coach Thompson's going to be talking about. But we are going to interview Bob Casey just when halftime starts, and at the end of halftime, we're going to go over and get a word from Coach Thompson, too.
Very good. Danny Farrell, thank you for tuning in the broadcast. Aaron Maridi, thank you so much. And Danny's going for Rosie, number 57. Roy Powell. I'm sorry, that's on the other.
Rosa, that's Austin Rosa.
Yeah, Austin Rosa.
That's a miss.
Trahan, back to pass. He throws it over to the flat. There's nobody there. His receiver was doing a long route, and the ball was 20 yards away from him. Incomplete.
And Susie Hendricks says, Carl Robert Go.
That pass was intended for Niger Jackson. Niger was going on a long ball, and there must have been some sort of a confusion.
Mario's playing off his wide receiver just a little bit more.
Yeah, Buchanan, the ball carrier. He gets the ball, barely tucks it in, and gets hammered right away by three of the Knights, led by
Taladino.
Willie Brown was also in there, too.
Downtown Willie Brown also in there, and also our guy Naylor came in to finish it off.
This is really weird not having the crowd noise. Normally, like when we do auto racing,
yeah,
when you're up this far, the cars are going fast, but they don't look like they're going fast.
Yeah.
I know there's pretty action going on down there, but it looks to me like it's in slow motion.
Yeah, it does. Well, we got a really good bird's eye view on it, but like I said, I'm missing the action and the interaction with the crowd.
Whitney German is listening to us on the Shasta Sports Network. Whitney, thank you so much. Trahan throws it right over the middle, and it is blocked but almost intercepted. That was a close play by Greg McLeese. He jumped up. Had both hands on the ball, tried to tuck it into his gut, but he's a lineman, so the gut got in the way. And that is incomplete. So
he came down. He had both hands on his helmet. He knew he had it there. A missed opportunity there for Shasta.
So punt, 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 punt.
You know what, Gary? These two teams are still trying to figure each other out.
I think they got it figured out. They just haven't turned it on yet. Carl Robert Joe back to receive the punt. He stands at his own 25, and that kick will go out of bounds at about the 35. So there will be no opportunity for a return.
Boy, Demetrius Magruder almost had that thing blocked. He went right past the three guys. They do that same formation where the three guys stand in between the punter and the lineman. And Magruder just went right through him.
That's part of the old Chicago Mafia protection clan.
Yeah. Hey, Haley Ray says, hi, doodah.
Hey, my daughter listening to us. I'm glad you guys got to tune it in, and it's working good. Whitney's going for number 99, Logan German. Let me move this down so I can see your other words. And number 2, Racio Lovett. They're her boys. Thank you so much for tuning us in. We'll keep an eye on your boys and let you know how they're doing. And I don't know what's going on there, but
we'll send a report card later on, Whitney.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying he was down. He didn't think his knee went down, and he just kept on running. So Cody Sindorf, he's lined up wide to the right.
They got 4 receivers out, spread 2 wide, 2 on the inside. Justin Hellier in the backfield right now. Back to pass quickly right over the middle, and that is broken up.
Beautiful defensive play.
Incomplete pass.
That is Troy Lau.
Troy
Jr.
Lau, and Christian Nava also had his hands in the mix on that. So good defense, good pass defense so far for both teams.
Yes, and we were told about their linebacker core and how quick they are.
They're very quick. They have a powerhouse offense too. Naylor now back to pass. Or no, I'm sorry. That's Pollard in back to pass, and he throws a screen over to Justin Hellier, and that is incomplete. So Pollard is unsuccessful in his first chance with the football in his hands.
And Son Rohia Jr. on that stop. He had his hands up there. So a quick 3 and out for the Knights.
What was that name?
Son Rohia.
Wow.
Good luck.
You're going to have a few more Mountain Dews before you pronounce that correctly.
Well, I think I pronounced it right. I haven't heard anything from our video guys. We're good. Shasta's back to punt. Low snap. Gets it off.
Good hang time right there. A call for a fair catch at the 25, and he'll make that catch. And that's where the ball will be downed, and Merced will take over.
Boy, Jordan Thomas was right there for Shasta, and he just looked like he was just going to get him, wait for him to drop that ball.
Jackson Watts, who was back to receive that that punt, he is just itching to run that ball, but the coverage was really good on that play, so it was wise for him to just take the fair catch and go from there. 5:45 left to play in the first period. Still no score here for Merced. Shasta Knights looking good. Both teams looking good. However, the defense is looking exceptionally good because on every possession so far, each team has had to punt.
Yeah. Oh, nice spin around.
Little arm tackle right there. Ball carrier is W.R. Sanders. He had a big week last week. 2 touchdowns, 11 carries for 85 yards, and now he is getting into the ball game, and he's got enough for a first down right there.
On the stop, John Valsco. Looks like Shasta's changing up their defense a little bit, bringing in some heavier linemen.
Yeah, Trahan will go right up the middle with a handoff. Another pretty decent gain right there for the Blue Devils.
Deion Page on the stop for Shasta.
Ball carrier, W.R. Sanders. They're going to call on him a lot tonight to run that ball. He's their guy, or one of their guys. They got a lot of different threats on this team, this powerhouse offense.
I think they're going to transfer from him to Buchanan and just see how much they can wear this defense down.
Trahan now from the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left, and he'll hand that off right up the middle. One more time. That is Sanders, and Sanders has enough for the first down and brings it up close to midfield.
And Colton Naylor is on the stop.
First down for the Blue Devils. I want to thank Boundary Waters for being part of the broadcast here today. They're located in Reading at 907 across from Fat Daddy's Barbecue. Michael Carnes, one of the best in the business when it comes to embroidery, screen printing, creativity, graphic artwork. They're the home of the Surf Ninja. Go get some shirts made. Talk to Michael. Oh, there's the snap to Trahan. He was looking the other way. It hit him in the left hand and bounced behind, and we'll see who's covered the ball.
I believe
Shasta says they have it. Referees have not given the indication yet.
I believe Taladino fell on it.
We're waiting for them to uncover the hidden treasure, and it does not look like they did recover, and Merced will retain possession at the 36. Huge loss.
Big, huge loss on that one, Gary. At least 14 yards.
Trahan was looking the other way at the time, giving an instruction to someone, and they snapped the ball, and it was wide to the left, hit him in the hand, and then bounced 3 or 4 yards behind him, so they just fell on it. Wise to do. No harm, no foul. It's early in the game. There's no score. Everybody's just getting comfortable with their opponent who's across the way from the ball on them. Trahan now takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and he throws deep downfield over to the right-hand side. And that is out of bounds. And
there comes a flag. That might be offensive pass interference right there, Gary.
Flag on the play. Intended receiver was Niger Jackson. and he ran into the kicking net on the sidelines.
That was Mario on the coverage there, but I think I saw the receiver pushing. We're going to get the call. Pushing against the offense.
We'll see what they saw. They did see the same thing. Good eyes. Good thing you wore those 3D Merced glasses today.
Yes, I did.
So back they go to the 36-yard line.
Measure was in a perfect position, Gary. He could have intercepted that, and that's just the wide receiver's way of making that interception not happen.
It'll be 3rd down and 22. And Trahan has got some work cut out for him right now. He had a good game last week. He's a solid quarterback, and he'll take the snap right there. And he will fake it to the left-hand side, keep it, run it, tuck it in, and he'll be ran out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That looked like he was holding it out for one of his backs to take it. Maybe a little bit of confusion on the play for the offense.
Or doing that fake option to toss out. They do that a lot in college ball, especially when they run to the left or the right-hand side.
Okay, Susie Hendricks, thanks for keeping me on the ball here. I got to fix my scoreboard.
Oh, did it say 4th quarter?
No, it said pregame.
Oh, thank you, Susie. You got to keep him on his toes sometimes.
Susie, you ought to become part of the road show. We're leaving town again next week. You can run the scoreboard for us. Robert Joe takes the ball at the 27-yard line, takes a couple of steps, and there's a whole host of Blue Devils right on him, and he goes down.
He will be at the 29, 30-yard line, though. He'll get his forward progress there. There's 2 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first quarter.
Game's going by quick with a lot of punts. And here comes Ryan Pollard, the quarterback for Shasta. They mix them up.
They do mix them up. And you know, Coach Thompson's really strict on that. He gives them both equal playing time to see which one is bettering the day.
And the thing is they've both been solid.
Yes.
In the first 2 games. So whatever they're doing is working. Handoff goes right up the middle. They got a hand on him immediately. The ball carrier was DeMarco Grayson, and he's brought down for no gain.
DeMarco needs to tuck in his shirt there so that doesn't happen again. On the stop, Christian Nava for the Blue Devils.
It's just like hair, you know. If it's sticking out, it's part of the uniform.
It's part of the uniform.
So pulling hair in football is perfectly acceptable.
Oh.
Flag is on the play right now, and Pollard was back to pass. He was looking deep for Cody Sindorf at midfield.
I believe you're going to have a false start.
Yes, indeed. False start on the Knights. Wow, you might want to.
That used to bug my dad crazy. How do you see that? I didn't see it.
You might want to put on a striped shirt and a white hat for the second half.
No, because those referees told me the same thing that I got told last night. Why is it always our fault?
Yeah. Okay, Ryan Pollard now. We'll see what he's got for us. He's got receivers to the left, 2, and 2 out on the right. DeMarco Grayson in the backfield, and he'll block. A lot of room to throw. He throws for Sindorf, and it's intercepted. It's over his head. And Merced with a great return. And there is the first turnover of the game.
Jack Yoro.
And now he sets the tone. Now that everybody's come alive.
Everybody just comes alive.
Yeah.
We barely can hear it.
So first interception. Good defensive play there for Jock Yoro, and they've got great field position right now. The ball is at the 26-yard line of Shasta, and Merced will go to work.
They got excellent field position. This is the first time they've actually been past the 40-yard line, moving from our right to the left.
Trahan hangs on to it, fakes the pass, runs to the outside, tries to get around the corner. Runs into Robert Joe and a couple of others, and he's driven out of bounds for about a 2-yard, maybe a 3-yard gain.
Robert Joe did not let his man get a good block on him. He stuck with it and did not let him get to the outside. Great defensive play.
So Trahan is multifaceted. He can throw the ball. He can roll out. He can run.
He reminds me a lot of Michael Vick.
Receiver Josh Wilson for Merced. He's wide to the left, and he's got Mario Mazier right on him. Back to pass goes Trahan. He goes back about 7-8 yards. It's right over the middle, and that's incomplete. And once again, with his hands on the ball, Greg McLeese, and he couldn't put it together. They need to
He's a jumping fool today.
They need to give him a kangaroo basket and strap it on. Maybe he'll tuck one in. He'll be talking about that for the rest of the night. Those two, I should have had them.
Yep.
And his players would have said, yeah, you should have
had them. Where are you when we need you?
Naylor at middle linebacker, number 44. Tough guy and a very good football player. Trahan, a little screen pass to the left, and whoa, it's incomplete, but the receiver was hammered right when the ball got there. That was Jocks Buchanan.
That was a fantastic play there. Taladino was right there on it. He is reading this offense fantastic.
Taladino showed up to play today.
Yes, he did.
It'll be 4th down.
And so did Colt Naylor. Colt Naylor, their middle linebacker, really looks like Mike Singletary. His head is just all over that and pointing his guys where they need to be.
He's involved in every single play, and it's just amazing to watch his intensity. He's got it for sure. They're going to go for a field goal right now. This will be a 40-yarder with 1:01 left to play in the first period. Here comes the snap, the placement, the hold, the kick, and flag is down. Might have been offsides.
Delay of game against Merced.
Really? We'll back him up 5 yards and make it easier. This guy can kick. Penalties and turnovers. We talked about this a lot last night.
Yes, we did.
Turnovers last night were terrible. There were 10 of them for Shasta Wolves. And they took a beating last night, 22-0. So they'll regroup and they'll go over to DeMonte Ranch over in Reno for their next game.
In a couple of weeks, they got some rest time.
Noah Kroninger the ball is blocked, and it'll roll out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They got their hands all over it.
Fantastic block. I'll tell you what, he was right through there, and that's Valsco. Valsco came right around the right side and got a good block on that. So Shasta Knights dodge a bullet right there. 52 seconds left in the first quarter.
It's been an unproductive session for both offenses. A little bit here, a little bit there, a few first downs, but pretty much punts all the way.
I think we're in for our second defensive game of the week.
Mm-hmm. Back in at quarterback for Shasta College, that'll be Tim Naylor. There's some discussion by the officials going on down there. If I can read their lips, I'm thinking he's saying, Don, we've got a cribbage game at 9:30 after the game tonight, so I'm wondering if you can make it. Have your wife bring some hors d'oeuvres over.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes our referee. There was not a penalty or anything on the play.
No penalties or nothing. They were sorting some stuff out of where exactly they want to spot the ball at.
Tim Naylor leading. There's a completion over to the left-hand side. Nice pickup right there. 83 was that's Eric Santil. Eric Santil. We haven't talked too much about him this year. It'll be a 1st and 10. That's enough for first down for Tim Naylor. Got another shot at it. He'll try Justin Hellier, and there goes Hellier over to the left-hand side. He spins and he moves. He picks up about 6-yard line, 6 yards before he is hit and brought down at the 40.
And good on the run. Stop there was Duran Perez. Nathan Duran Perez. But Hilliard made a nice spin move there, Gary. That's one of his good moves that he makes. He can spin and exactly know where he needs to go after that spin.
He's fun to watch.
He is a highlight reel.
Every time he gets the ball, there's potential for the crowd to go nuts. He gets it again right up the middle. He's going nowhere this time. He runs into a dark blue wall of Blue Devils, and he might even lost a couple.
They're going to give him his forward progress, but, well, yeah, he met the whole entire defensive line there, Gary.
Ty Naylor is tuned into the broadcast. Ty, thank you so much. We're keeping an eye on your guy. He's having a good game so far. Exciting player.
Fantastic tie. Glad to have you aboard.
Daniel, that's the end of the first period here at Merced College. No score whatsoever so far. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here. It's the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
It's no surprise, Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
We are back here from Merced College. And Shasta's got the ball. It will be, I believe it's third down and short. Ball is at the 42-yard line as both teams get up on the line of scrimmage. And Naylor talking to some of his players, giving them some different directives right now. Tim Naylor in at quarterback right now. 2 touchdowns throwing and 2 running last week. He was our player of the game. He's got some wheels. He can make things happen, and there it is. He'll take the snap. He'll fake it to Justin Hellier, and he's looking to pass right over the middle, and Clement is wide open. Number 87 has got the first down, and Moore takes it down to the 44-yard line of Merced.
That was a great run after the catch.
Hey, who does that number 87 Wyatt Clement remind you of? Not just the number, but it is the same number.
Dave Casper.
That's right. He looks just like him.
Goes to the post. Let's go.
From my vantage point, receivers wide out on each side. 2 guys in the backfield. One of them is Hellier, and Hellier will get the ball right up the middle. No gain. He'll be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think Clement should be. I think it should be Cement because he's huge, he's tough and he's a great tight end. What I like, Gary, is Shasta doesn't huddle up very much. Naylor makes all the calls from in the position. Ready to go. See, there he goes with the cross arms, ready to go. Let his guy know where he needs to be.
He's looking to throw quickly to the left-hand side, and he does, and that is complete to Eric St. Thiel for a short gain. He'll be ran out of bounds. I want to say a quick hello to Hannah Cunnings, thanking us for the coverage. A big shout-out to Merced offensive line. Coach, number 87-year-old grandma, and listening on her iPhone.
Oh, fantastic.
All right.
On the stop there was Brandon Williams. And Naylor looks over his wristband, and then he gives his little hand signals. I'm waiting for him to start shouting Omaha.
That's right. It's the offensive line coach for Merced. It's his 87-year-old grandma who's listening on her iPhone.
Well, it's fantastic to have her.
And he's the guy we met right next door before the game.
Oh, they've all been really nice here. Everywhere we've traveled, Gary, the accommodations have been fantastic, above and beyond.
Well, let's hope that continues.
Depends on what Shasta does here.
That's right. You're right. So Cody Sindorf is wide to the right out there. He's talking to the coach, getting some instruction. Naylor's getting some information, too. There's a lot of hand signals going on. And they're showing pass with Justin Hellier in the backfield right now. Here comes the snap to Naylor, and he'll drop back 3 steps, and he'll set up and throw right over the middle. Wyatt Clement, another completed pass over the middle and down to the 25, and another first down for Shasta.
He threw that right into triple coverage, Gary. How he came down with the ball is amazing.
It's that Fred Bolitnikoff stick-em. 12:53 left to play in the first half. No score. Been a good football game. Very close on both sides of the ball.
Shasta's putting together a good drive here and have maintained time of possession on this current drive.
Tim Naylor now takes the snap, and he'll fake it to Hellier and roll out to the right-hand side, and he's looking for Clement. He was not open, and he tried his second option, which was Peyton Spencer, and that was incomplete.
Just overthrew Peyton Spencer just by a little bit.
Angela Larson, thank you for checking in on the broadcast. And Susie, you are now absolutely invited to go on our next road trip with us to be our scoreboard operator.
Because she's keeping you on your toes.
I know. There we go.
Okay, I think we found our graphics girl.
That's right. One more correction, Susie, and we'll be sending you a check.
Yeah.
We love it. We love the participation. Naylor now set to take the snap. He's in the shotgun formation. Showing pass. You can tell by looking at the lineman. Fakes it to Hellier up the middle. Passes over to the left-hand side. That is complete to Eric St. Hill for a short gain.
I believe we have a flag down, too. Might be a holding call on Shasta.
Referees are sorting all that stuff out right now.
Really hard to see past the Merced line.
One of the team captains, Tim Naylor, is walking away from the action, so that's an indication right there that it's going to be against Shasta. Holding call, as you called it. Nice job. Good thing we stopped in Merced today at Lens Crafters and got you them glasses.
I know. These bifocals are doing just fantastic. These 3D Merced glasses.
Okay, so that'll back the Knights up a little bit to about the 30, 35-yard line, somewhere around there. Make it the 36.
And in comes Pollard came in. Oh, no, still Tim Naylor still in the game. Hilliard lined up behind him. Single setback formation.
And Naylor looking to throw, takes a couple of short steps, throws it right over the middle, and he threw it behind Cody Sendorf. It was low. I don't think it was catchable either way. That's an incomplete pass.
Boy, I tell you what, Justin Hilliard picked up a great block on somebody who was just going to get ready to come in and level Naylor, and, man, what a great pickup by Hilliard.
Justin Hilliard, attentive to everything that's going on out there. And, a lot of his role is not just running. It's blocking and, throwing guys off guard wherever he happens to be. And, once they get through the first couple of periods in the game, they know that they're going to be keying off of Justin Hellier, number 20.
Yes.
And they'll probably assign a guy right to him to stick with him the whole game. There's the snap. He looks to the left, throws it over to the right-hand side to Sendorf. That's incomplete, but it's bounced off, and a lineman catches it on the tip, and he starts running, and he picks up a few more.
That was a fantastic pickup there.
Ray Moretti, he almost turned around and went the wrong way. I think he was so excited that he caught that. Might have been his one and only interception of his life, even in flag football when he's 10 years old.
Once that ball's tipped, though, that ball is legal to catch by anybody, and he made a fantastic. He just sat there and watched the ball right into his hand.
Ray Moretti, nice play. Now he's going to be stoked up. It just takes one play to get you all stoked up.
He almost got back to the original line of scrimmage there.
It'll be fourth down.
No,
Shasta looks like they're going to be going
for it. 12. They're going to go for it.
Why not? They're at the 30-yard line, and
they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout for Shasta. We'll do the same. We'll be back here in a moment. It's the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
Do you ever wonder what happens to your vehicle behind the scenes at an auto body collision repair facility? Wonder no more. Go to HilldCollisionCenter.com and watch a virtual tour of the North Valley's finest and most recommended collision repair business.
It's no surprise Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
Back here at Merced College, where football is part of the culture. Shasta's got like 95 players on their team, and Merced's got a lot of players as well. So it's nice to see that type of interest in the game. Oh, yes. They're going for a field goal here.
They are going to go for a field goal here.
Be a 46-yarder, and Kendall Rasheen's got the leg for it. Here comes the snap, the placement, the hold, the kick. It's got the distance. And it is no good.
A little bit wide to the right, Gary.
Close.
But it had the distance.
Good try. So we've had, up to 5 punts on each side of the field. Both teams have tried a field goal and were unsuccessful. Ball will turn over right now at the 29-yard line, and that's where Merced will take over.
Been a very good defensive game so far, Gary. 11-17. In the second quarter, still to play.
You notice Mario, the defender on Shasta, he's not right up on his guy like he was last week.
No, he's
not.
not.
Blitz coming in, handoff goes right up the middle. He made it to the line of scrimmage and then went down, maybe gained a yard.
Buchanan,
the ball carrier.
Excuse me, Jadarian Jackson.
I'm sorry.
Hanchett, he was right up on his man.
I correct that. That was Sanders, the ball carrier, and Merced's got a guy down on the field right now, and he looks like he might be in a little bit of pain, face down. So we'll take an injury timeout, and we'll come back here in just a couple of moments. He's holding his back. We'll get you an update on that when we get it. We'll return in a moment on the Shasta Sports Network. You're listening on 96.1.com.
Timeout! Okay, guys, Summers really had his bell rung and could have a concussion. I'm pulling him out for the game. Rodriguez, you're in for Summers.
Come on, Coach. It's just a ding. I'll shake it off.
Yeah, he's tough. Plus, we need to win this to make the playoffs.
Listen, we're a team and we need to look out for each other. Concussions are serious. No game is more important than your health.
Take concussions out of play. If you're a coach, know the warning signs and never let athletes return to play before a healthcare professional says it's okay. A message from CDC.
If your car has more chips than the local casino, better get Mako. Give your car a makeover from Mako of Reading, America's #1 paint and body shop. Come in today for the $349 paint sale and bring back your car's color and shine. Mako of Reading paints personal, commercial, and fleet vehicles. Tied on cash? Ask about Mako's no-interest finance options. Call 226-0992. That's 226-0992. Located on Crossroads Drive across from United Rentals.
Warning. Orthopedic surgeons are seeing an increase in overuse injuries when young athletes perform the same repetitive stressful motions over and over. Pitching, tennis, weight training, even long swimming workouts can cause overuse trauma that may require surgery. If your kids play and train hard, visit orthoinfo.org or stopsportsinjuries.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons and the American Orthopedic Society for Sports Medicine.
That was really no coincidence that we played a commercial for sports medicine and injuries, and we had an injury timeout. Too bad, and we never like to see that. Cisco Herrera, 6'3", 305 offensive lineman, was down. He was holding his back, but he's limping, favoring his left ankle.
That is the ankle zone of the offense and defense.
Yeah, and he's being very. He's walking on his own right now, but he's doing a soft shoe.
Those guys get tied up together a lot, Gary, and sometimes people roll. Other players roll over and they can't position themselves, and that is an ankle crusher there on that line.
And then they'll help him over to the sideline where they'll put him up on the bench and take a close look at him and give him a chance to catch his breath. And yeah, it's definitely an ankle because he's limping that way and favoring it. So they'll tend to him up on the mat. It'll be 2nd and 10 right now for Merced. Trahan, the quarterback, he'll take the snap, and he's got options.
Oh,
they didn't.
Colton Naylor almost had him there, coming right through the center, untouched.
And Trahan hung on to the ball, and he was driven out of bounds by Jadarian Jackson. Where's Patty? Or Jackie? Where's Jackie today?
Where is Jackie today?
Susie is suggesting we try to get an interview with Coach Brian Hamilton of Shasta. We're going to talk to, just at the end of halftime, we'll talk to Craig Thompson, but we'll get a hold of Brian and make sure that we involve him next week, maybe in the pregame show or anytime during the game. Trahan looking to throw deep over to the right-hand side, and that is intercepted by guess who? Carl Robert Joe at the 33-yard line.
Boy, he is just on it. I tell you what, Robert Joe is just... He is the go-man for this defense.
And now he's all fired up. He should be. He's got 5 interceptions in 2.5 games.
Yes.
And now he'll come to life.
Actually, 2.25 games because we're only 5 minutes into the second quarter. But that could be the start of some beginning, the beginning of some great things for him today.
He twisted his ankle on that play, too. He's hobbling over on his sideline, Robert Joe is.
I think it was his jump-up celebration that did that one.
Well, he got up and he threw that ball like there was some pain involved. Naylor looking to pass, throws a swing over to Justin Hellier on the right-hand side. He's at the 30 and 35, cuts it back to the left-hand side, almost makes it to the 40 before he is brought down. Good defensive effort.
Boy, they had to cover him quick because once he turns on that second gear, he could have been gone.
Nathan Perez on the stop there. It'll be second down and about 4.
He's lined up in the shotgun position. Split back.
Naylor will take it, hand it off to Hellier. He'll go left tackle, and he'll get enough for the first down. A little bit more, but that's all he needed. So Justin Hellier making things happen today.
And Nathan Duran Perez on the stop there for Merced.
Shasta's got the ball at the 45, their own 45. And it's 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Plenty of time still.
Cody Sendorf in motion. There's a name that hasn't made too much happen, but he had it for a second. It popped out on the hit, and they're trying to sort out actually whether or not it went out of bounds or they recovered it.
I think Hilliard had his hand on it first, but there's no indication yet. Hilliard made a great jump on that.
The coaches and players for Merced are lobbying for the ball, and the officials are sorting it out right now. They still have not given indication.
Nope, he just did. It's Shasta's ball still. It went out of bounds.
Well, that was a lucky break for Shasta on that play.
That was a great awareness by Hilliard.
Barry Boyd in North Carolina checking into the broadcast. Barry, thank you so much for tuning us in. We love it.
Well, I tell you, Sindorf caught that ball. Just as he turned around, boom, he got hit, went down, the ball came out, but Hilliard was right on top of it.
Coughed it up. There's the snap, and that'll be a handoff over to the right-hand side, and your ball carrier is DeMarco Grayson, and he's still going. He'll go across the line, and that'll be a touchdown, Shasta.
Oh, late flag coming in.
Okay, Eagle Eye, what do you see?
I believe it's going to be an offensive holding that's going to negate that touchdown. He was already across the end zone, though, when that flag came out.
DeMarco Grayson made that look easy, and they're lining the ball up at the 3.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, it's the call for Shasta. Personal foul against Merced.
Foul against Merced.
All right.
And it's most likely a taunting foul. This is when the aggravation starts hitting in. So
Michelle Villa checked in. Let's go, DeMarco Grayson. That touchdown that DeMarco just made counted, and it was good.
He broke that tackle right there at the 20-yard line, Gary, and nobody else got their hands on him. He was gone.
Extra point coming up, Susie, and I'm on the scoreboard before you even get to your keyboard. The extra point is up, and it is good, and now we've got some points on the board. With 8:35 left to play in the first half, Shasta leads 7-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the kickoff here. It's the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
It's no surprise Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
Do you ever wonder what happens to your vehicle behind the scenes at an auto body collision repair facility? Wonder no more. Go to HilldCollisionCenter.com and watch a virtual tour of the North Valley's finest and most recommended collision repair business. HilldCollisionCenter.com.
Back here at Merced College, we're Shasta College. The Knights lead at 7-0 with 8:35 left to play in the first half. That was on a nice little scamper there by DeMarco Grayson. Touchdown.
That was a great run. Great run. Couple of missed tackles there, but he broke 2 tackles and he was gone.
Well, I thought they had him down because they had their hands on him twice, and then I looked down at my sheet, and all of a sudden, touchdown.
Yeah, he was on his way.
How about
Broke through.
So they're kicking from the 50. That's where the penalty assessed was. And that kickoff will go into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and they'll bring it out. And Merced will have a fresh start, and we got a couple of shoving matches going on the field.
Oh, here comes some late flags, too.
Yeah,
there goes another one.
Drew Faircloth was involved in that one. I'm not sure if he was the originator or the retaliator. We're going to find out here in a moment.
This was the second round of the brawling that was going on after the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I didn't hear no bell yet.
Man, the officials are a little bit slow to get the information out, but they got to make sure they get it right.
Yes,
I totally
do.
get that. Here comes the call right now, and that's going to be a...
It's against Merced. It's
offsetting penalties.
Offsetting
on both.
penalties.
They'll offset. So Drew Faircloth gets a break there.
You know, Gary, we always talk about how this is an emotional game.
It is an emotional game.
And it's a very aggressive game. But still, they're allowed to hit each other.
I know.
When emotions are running high. Danny Farrell. Good to hear from you. Donna Johnson joins in. Way to go, Knights.
Donna's been here for a little bit. And we love it when you guys chime in and tell us some things maybe that we don't know. We love that. We appreciate it. We're still waiting for Patty Smith to jump in, and Jackie Jackson. We have not heard from you yet.
Danny Farrell, say hi to Colin for me.
Okay, Trahan takes the quick snap, throws it over the middle, and the defender bounced off it. That pass is complete, and they're up to just about midfield. A huge gain for Merced on that play.
Carl Anderson just bounced right off of him. Looks like they were both going for the ball.
Josh Wilson, the receiver on that one, for a huge gain. The ball right at the 50, or the 49 is where they'll mark it.
And Colt Naylor getting the defensive call in, and now he's letting his team know. Boy, Naylor, look at him. He's just always not playing middle linebacker. He's getting ready to come in hard.
Snap, and that's some weird thing. Handoff went to Buchanan, but the flag and the play was stopped before he took a couple of steps.
That might be a false start against the Blue Devils. False start.
Yeah, that's what it is. Those little 5-yard penalties here, 5-yard penalties there, they will add up after a while.
They do get you.
It'll be 1st and 15 now for the Blue Devils, and Trahan will go to work.
Yep, gets the call in from the offensive coordinator.
So quiet around here.
It is. It's way too quiet in here.
So Trahan will take it and immediately roll out to his right. He's looking downfield over, and he's got a guy that has completed the 48-yard line. The receiver, Nick Cook. Pretty good gain. They'll get back up to the line of scrimmage.
And Conte Bell on the coverage there. Didn't let him get any more yards after the catch. Good defensive play. Because it only gave him a couple yards after the penalty.
Picked up 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Colton Naylor leading that defense. Handoff goes to Buchanan, and he takes a couple of steps, may have gained a yard before he is tripped up.
Wow. Alex Talladino made another great read and came all the way over from the right-hand side of the line and just dove in there and made a great shoestring tackle there. Say that fast 3 times.
Shoestring tackle. That's where I end it, right there. Okay, so a little bit of a gain right there for Merced. It'll be 3rd and 8. 6:38 left to play in the first half. Shasta leads 7-0. Merced with the ball inside Shasta's territory. And now Mario Messier right up on that receiver again. Pass is over to the left-hand side, and a diving catch was not successful, and that is an incomplete pass intended for Josh Wilson.
Demetrius Magruder on the coverage there. Brings up 4th down. 6:24 left to go until halftime. And don't forget, folks, we are going to be getting an interview with head coach Bob Casey.
Bob Casey has got a great record here. Not just his win-loss record, but what he's done for this school. He's been here. He's in his 13th year here at Merced College. Has 5 years under his belt as the college's 5th head coach. We'll tell you a little bit more about it here after the punt. The punt is kind of a wobbly. It bounces out of bounds at about the 24.
Actually, I think it's over closer to the 30, 35-yard line.
It all depends on where they were and where they saw it cross the threshold of the sideline. But Bob Casey's got 5 years under his belt here as Merced College's 5th head coach. He's only the second former Blue Devil to rise to that position. He's got 14 Northern California Region 2 and 43 first-team all-conference selections. He is a native of New Jersey, attended and played football here at Merced College in 1994 and 1995. So he's been around. He knows. He's married to the Blue Devil volleyball coach, Jessica. He got a 6-year-old son named Brennan and a 2-year-old daughter named McKinley. So we'll get a quick word with him right at halftime. That's coming up. And there's the snap. Naylor drops immediately back to pass, throws a swing pass over to the right-hand side, and that is complete. And he gets around and makes a pretty sizable game there. Quincy
There comes
Brown.
the flag. That's going to be a chop, basically a chop tackle. And that will go against Lowry Jr., Troy Lowe Jr. All that with the head coach, Bob Casey, and he's never done an interview before.
Really? This is his first?
This will be his first interview.
Good.
So I told him I'd go easy on him.
Excellent.
He was very hesitant. I've never done an interview before. I said, you know what? It's only going to be about a minute and a half, and we'll get you out of here. I know you want to go talk to your team. And he says, you know what? You guys made the trip down here. I'll be glad to do that.
TJ Holmes listening in on the broadcast. TJ, nice job last night for the West Valley game. I don't think I even saw him there. But
I didn't see him there.
You would think he was right in the press box. He was on top of every play that took place.
He was, I think he was wearing that camouflage pants that he has.
My Twitter feed started smoking with his name on it. Boy, was busy. Low snap, handoff, right-hand side. The ball carrier is going to be Quincy Brown one more time. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage, not much more than that.
7-0 Shasta. 5:38 left until halftime. Boy, those defensive backs, they sure give a lot of pad room. They don't play like our defensive backs when they're right up on them.
Naylor looking to throw. He drops back, throws it over the left-hand side, wide open. That is complete to Eric Santil, and he's got another first down for Shasta.
Brandon Williams on the stop for the Blue Devils. He was wide open, Gary.
No.
Oh, they're saying it's incomplete.
I did not see that.
He must have trapped the ball.
Oh, tough break. That was a good play for Eric Santil. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Knights, and Tim Naylor talking it over with one of his halfbacks. Haven't seen Justin Hellier in there, and that'll be a fake handoff up the middle and a pass right over the middle, and that is incomplete, overthrown, and intended for Adian Patterson.
And here comes the punting unit onto the field for the Knights. That's a tough break for Shasta. That last play, he should have had that.
Kendall Rasheen into kick.
Let's count the hang time on this one.
Okay.
He's had a lot of hang time on a lot of his punts.
There's the snap. Here comes the kick. Another good kick. Not bad at all. And that is taken at the 25-yard line. And he got a pretty good gain, and he got hit from the side. That's Jackson Watts, who was the return on that play.
5.2 hang time on that, Gary. Wow. And what a fantastic stop there by Taladino. Alex has been...
Yeah, hit him from the side, kind of knocked him off balance.
And then held on to the back of his ankle and tripped him up for the last time.
They'll mark that at the 35-yard line, and that's where Merced will take over. 4:58 left to play in the first half. Shasta leads 7-0.
Boy, I tell you what, Merced got away with one there because
Duran
Perez was offsides on that.
They're assessing a penalty onto him right now.
No, they're just changing the spot of where he was taken down. Oh, no, you're right. He was tackled there. They moved him back 10 yards. Most likely a block in the back. It usually happens on kickoffs and punts.
All right, Trahan in the shotgun. That's where he's been all night long. There's the snap. He will fake the handoff right over the middle, throw the pass, and it's blocked.
Beautiful block
Big
again.
hands, Mark Mamasi with the block.
Wow. Mamasi, huge.
Get tall, Mark.
Oh, he's got that Palamahu hair coming out of his helmet, too. I don't think he's really too worried about it there up on the defensive line.
Nope. 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils. Ball at the 25-yard line. Snap and handoff goes to Buchanan, left-hand side. He had a little bit of running room. He almost gets around the corner. He'll pick up 3, maybe 4 on the play.
And on to stop, Carl Robert Joe. Coming all the way over from the left side of the field to make the stop. Robert Joe's just so quick, Gary. He's all over that field.
You know who's been pretty quiet in this game so far is Mario Meziar.
Yeah, Mario Meziar's been very, very quiet, and he's actually playing off his guy a little bit more than usual.
He was up on them a couple of series ago, but he backed off here now. Trahan with the snap, takes it, looks over to the right-hand side. He throws. He's got a guy wide open. And that is complete at the 40 and finally takes it up to the 45-yard line.
And the guy we were just talking about.
That's enough for a first down for Merced and Niger Jackson on the reception.
You better run down there and let Mario know, hey, you need to get up on your guy a little bit.
I think
give him a little bit too much padding.
I think he might do that now.
There he goes. Now he's moving up on his guy. He's like, okay, enough is enough.
Point your finger at him.
Yeah.
Swing pass over
beautiful.
the right-hand side. That's complete. And he's hit briefly, but not enough to bring him down, and he finally has ran out of bounds. Keontae Bell hit him initially, but didn't wrap him up. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Shasta. Be second and a couple right now for the Blue Devils.
I don't think Trahan wanted to get rid of that ball, but he had no choice. He had Naylor coming in.
Here's the handoff again to Buchanan, and he's clobbered right away.
What a beautiful stop by Valsco.
John Valesco.
Valesco, great job.
6'3", 225, getting his hand on the game, putting his signature on it.
Running from the outside linebacker position. Nobody touched him coming through that line.
There was a loss. 3:05 left to play in the first half. Shasta leads 7-0. We're here at Merced College. Beautiful campus. Beautiful. They got a lot of sports fields from the position that we're in. It's just really nice. Very well kept.
I can smell those nachos from here.
All right. Okay, there's the snap. Trahan hands off right up the middle, and he is brought down
by Naylor. Another good defensive play.
Buchanan maybe close to the first down, depending on the spot. Okay, Shasta College has called a timeout. Jackie is here on the broadcast, checking in. Thank you so much. JD's doing great. He's having a good football game. Jackie, thanks for joining us. We'll keep you updated on his progress today. Shasta leads 7-0 with 2:35 left to play in the first half. We're in a timeout session right now. Shasta called a timeout. And we have sent Dan Miller down to the sidelines. He's going to get a couple of words with Coach Bob Casey from Merced. He's got some really good assistant coaches, too. Justin Panasco is the defensive coordinator. Tom McFadden involved. Defensive line, Tony Lewis. Defensive backs, German Cook. Linebackers, Bonner Cunnings. O-line, Kirk Stokes. Receivers, James Hatton. Bob Gilbert. And quality control folks and the support staff and everybody. It takes a lot to put an effort on like this. It's not just a bunch of players down on the field. We've got spotters, we got camera crews, We got coaches up here in the press box relaying information down. So there's a lot more to it than everybody sees on the football field. And we're set to go now. It'll be 4th and 1. And Trahan in the shotgun position, and he will hand it off, and he's not going to make it. He is brought down immediately. W.R. Sanders got hammered by 2 Knights immediately. Mark Mamasi, I believe, was in there, and also Dion Page. So they will turn the ball over on downs, and Shasta will take over at the 49-yard line. 2:32 left to play. Handoff goes right up the middle for maybe a gain of 1 yard on the play. They'll make the clock. That was Justin Hellier, number 20. Justin Hellier hasn't done anything spectacular, but he has been very consistent so far. So Naylor looking to throw 2 receivers wide to the right, and he'll fake it right up the middle, and he'll throw downfield, and he almost had room. Pass intended for Eric Santil. He overthrew him by just a couple of inches, and that ball is incomplete for Shasta. That'll bring up 3rd down. Getting close to where the field is going to be almost 100% shaded. There's sun out there right now, but it's just beaten down on the night side of the field. Naylor throws the swing pass over to the left-hand side, and that is complete. Pretty sizable gain right there for Tanner Cummins. He's it was Peyton Spencer on the reception right there, and Shasta's got a man down on the field, and that is Charles Sadaraka is down on the sidelines right now, and he's moving around like he is in some level of pain right now, and they've got attendance to him right away on both sides of the field. Assistance from Merced right down there to help. That's good sportsmanship. We like that. And the Shasta crew now, they finally came over. So we'll take a little bit of a break. We're winding down the first half. 1:42 left to play. And he's going to be down there for a couple of seconds. So we will take a little bit of a break, and we will be right back here. It's the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
Of Reading, America's #1 paint and body shop. Come in today for the $349 paint sale and bring back your car's color and shine. Mako of Reading paints personal, commercial, and fleet vehicles. Tight on cash? Ask about Mako's no-interest finance options. Call 226-0992. That's 226-0992. Located on Crossroads Drive across from United Rentals.
Learning about the dangers of wildfires can help you save your home and those you love. According to experts, wildfires across the country are burning hotter and faster than ever before. After a severe fire season in which 1,400 homes burned, the National Fire Protection Association created the FireWise program. The program offers simple ways community members can
We're back here at Merced College. We're getting close to halftime. 1:42 left to play. Shasta leads 7-0 at the moment, and they're still tending to the Shasta player who is down with a certain level of an injury. And Charles Sadaraka getting some help off by coaching staff and another player. He's walking softly on an ankle. A couple of ankles have taken their toll today. So it'll take him. We're on this side of the field, and he's a big guy, and he's getting some assistance on the way. So it's going to take him a while to get to the other side. So we'll keep an eye on it, but we'll just stay right here with you. Dan Miller is down on the field, and we're going to be talking to Coach Bob Casey coming up here in a moment. Right when halftime begins is when we will do that. Tim Naylor is on the field right now. He's taken most of the repetitions here tonight for Shasta and is having a pretty decent game. thus far, running, passing. Carl Robert Joe has another interception already. That makes 5 for him on the year. Be 4th down and 1 for Shasta. They'll go for it. 1:42 left to play. Cody Sindorf wide to the left, and there's the snap, and they'll hand it off to that goes right up the middle, and your ball carrier is going to be DeMarco Grayson, and he'll pick up a first down plus a few more. So the clock will keep ticking. It's at 1:27 and winding down to the first half, almost wrapped up here. Been a close football game, defensive battle for sure. Handoff once again goes right up the middle. About a 4 or 5 yard gain on the play. That's Pua, I believe. And he's getting up a little bit slowly. It's actually DeMarco Grayson, the ball carrier. DeMarco's been busy in this game today, and he's having a very good game. There's the snap. They'll hand it off to him one more time. Right-hand side, not anywhere to go there. He'll tuck it back inside, and he'll gain a few more. Close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it. DeMarco Grayson getting his hands on the ball a lot tonight. So he did not get enough for the first down, so it'll be 3rd down and short. There's the snap. Naylor looks to pass, and he throws a little swing pass over to the left-hand side intended for Justin Hellier, and that was just poorly thrown and non-catchable, incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Knights. Fourth and 1, and they're going to go for another field goal. See if they can put a few more points on the board. Be about a 43-yarder. Certainly within the range for Kendall Rasheen. There's the snap, the hold, the placement, and the kick is up, and it is no good. Not by much, but it was no good. So tough shot there for Kendall Rasheen. Well, 20 seconds left to play in the first half. We'll just stay with you here, and then we'll go right to Dan Miller on the field. He's going to be talking to head coach for the Blue Devils, Bob Casey, and get his thoughts on the first half of the game. Still pretty close. And then when they come back out for the second half, we'll get a couple of words with head coach for Shasta, Craig Thompson. 1st and 10 for Merced, and Trahan will take the snap and just drop to a knee, and that'll wind the clock down. And that will be the end of the first half. As we look at the scoreboard, Shasta leads 7-0. And we got some halftime festivities and a whole other half to play. Good football is what we're seeing right now. As soon as Dan gets a hold of Mr. Casey, he's going to have a quick word with his team. Before Dan gets a chance to talk to him, Shasta will head back into the locker room, and then when Craig Thompson comes back out, we'll get a word with him. So Coach looks like he's giving a very spirited speech down there on the sidelines. And Dan's going to ask him, I think, what did you say to him? Because, he's being vocal. You can tell he's animated. He's a big dude, and he is saying some things to get their attention. He's been around. He knows the game here. So we'll get him right now. Dan Miller on the field standing at the 35. With him is Coach Bob Casey. Daniel Miller, go ahead and get him for a few seconds and go whenever you are ready. Hang on. Go ahead.
Head coach Bob Casey, just being down here for 30 seconds waiting for you, I tell you, your team is very emotional and playing with a lot of pride.
Well, that's our biggest problem is we can't get ourselves settled down enough to execute on offense. So we got to go in the second half. We got to take care of some stuff. And defense is playing a hell of a game. So offense has got to execute. We're just not executing.
Fantastic. Coach Casey, thank you very much. Good luck in the second half. Gary, back to you.
Nice job, Dan, on the field right there. So both teams will go into the locker room. We'll have a short break for halftime, and we will have 2 more quarters of exciting football here at Merced College. Stand by. We will return in just a couple of moments. This is the Shasta Sports Network, and you've got it here on XS961.com.
You have the option to receive text or email updates as your vehicle goes through the collision restoration process. Read customer reviews and see before and after photos online at hillcollisioncenter.com. You can now see.
It's no surprise, Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
If your car has more chips than the local casino, better get Mako. Give your car a makeover from Mako of Reading, America's #1 paint and body shop. Come in today for the $349 paint sale and bring back your car's color and shine. Mako of Reading paints personal, commercial, and fleet vehicles. Tight on cash? Ask about Mako's no-interest finance options. Call 226-0992. That's 226-0992. Located on Crossroads Drive across from United Rentals.
My name is Judy Teeter, and I'm the mother of 3 boys. My youngest, Joe, loves sports, music, and his youth group. One day, Joe asked me to drive him to school. We were going through a green light when another car ran a red light and hit us, killing Joe. The National Safety Council estimates 1 in 4 car crashes involves a cell phone. Hands-free is no safer. Visit nsc.org/callskill.
We are back here from Merced College, and we are at halftime. Shasta leads 7-0. Very close game on both sides of the ball. When we started out, the first 4 series on each side of the ball, it was a punt.
Yes.
And so not a whole lot of offensive drive, but then it started coming together, and we got busy, real busy, and DeMarco Grayson had that long run for a touchdown, and I thought that he had already been brought down, but they didn't tackle him. So he made the first set of points for Shasta.
Yes, he did.
And Carl Robert Joe is into the game with his 5th interception on the year.
Fantastic. He's been both teams have been playing some awesome defense, and they're doing what they have to do. Coach Casey, that was his first interview. I stepped up. I said, "Are you ready?" And he says, "Not really."
Yeah.
But let's go.
Well, let me ask you this question, because he had his team right in front of the bench there, and he was delivering a message.
Oh, he was delivering a message.
And he was animated. Were you able to hear that?
Yes, I was, Gary. And I tell you what, he was telling them, you know what? This is Blue Devil pride, and you guys are not quitters. Do not give up. You guys are still in this game, and we're going to come back in the second half, and we're going to do what we've got to do. And I tell you what, just being down there for just that last minute,
kind of a rush.
You can just feel the emotion. I mean, look at me, Gary. I got goosebumps going on right now.
I felt it up here just watching all of his animations and stuff. Just you were gone, but Jackie has checked in with us.
Oh, fantastic, Jackie.
Appreciate that.
Jackie Black, 77, Jackie Black. Good to have you with us. About time, girl. You say, hey, Gary. You can say, hey, Dan, too, Jackie, if you want to. It's okay. I won't hold it against you.
When Shasta comes back out, the sunshine will completely be off of the field. That may or may not make a difference, but it's certainly a lot cooler down there. It's been hot here this afternoon,
It has, and I'm really glad that we are in the booth under air conditioning.
Tim Naylor is consistent, hasn't done anything outrageously spectacular, but he is consistent. And, of course, Carl Robert Joe, I mean, he's the guy that you can count on to at least get his hands on the ball several times during the game. He's got 1 interception tonight. That's his 5th on the year. Mario Mezier is having a decent game. He's not giving up hardly anything whatsoever on defense. But we're expecting him to maybe step up his game a little bit more in the second half.
He's gonna have to play his man on man, and get up tight on him and not let them get those easy catches. That's what he's going to have to do to improve in the second half.
Those easy catches usually come right over the middle, or a little swing pass or a screen pass, whatever you want to call it. But their quarterback is Andrew Trahan, 6'2", 205, and he's got all facets of the game figured out. I mean, he can run, he can throw, he can scramble. He's been very consistent. No big plays for him, but he's had a couple of really good gains.
Yes, he has had some good games. He's a terrific passer on the run. When he rolls out to the left or the right, he can deliver that ball, and he can be dangerous. Shasta's going to have to stay on top of that.
Last week against San Jose, Andrew Trahan was 13 of 21, 168 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
So he's fully capable of breaking this ball game open, and we'll see what he's got for us here in the second half. We will be back with a little bit more for you in a moment. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back. It's the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
No surprise, Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
We are back here at the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com. Getting ready for the second half to fire up. That's about 6 minutes away. Not a bad football game so far, Dan.
It's been a great game.
We've
seen
a lot of defense, right? That's exactly right. And there hasn't been an outrageous amount of penalties, but there's been penalties. There is in every game. But on a couple of different situations, that has cost both teams.
The careless penalties, that needs to come to a stop. And talking to Coach Casey, he very emotional guy, plays with a lot of pride. His players play with a lot of pride, and he knows what adjustments he needs to make at halftime, and he is ready to go. I'm sure he's going to be ready to go in the second half. It's going to be a fantastic game in the second half, and we're going to go down. I'm going to run back down there. We need to order a Stairmaster.
Yeah, and a couple of employees.
Yes.
For sure. Okay, so head on back down to the field. Craig Thompson, coach for Shasta, is going to be coming out here in a couple of moments. We'll get a couple of words from him and see what he's thinking, and then we'll go and have some fun with it on the second half. So stand by.
Be careful with the jalapenos, Gary.
I won't touch them. I won't touch them. Second half set to begin here in just a few moments. Stay with us. We'll be right back at the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
If your car has more chips than the local casino, better get Mako. Give your car a Mako.
Oh, my favorite piece of music in the library. It's a gridiron music here. We are happy to be here at Merced College. We drove down this morning. The team drove down this morning, and they've been out on the field. Many of them were out on the field way early just to get warmed up, get a feel for the field. And here comes the Shasta team right now, Dan, so you might want to hustle. He's on his way down, and we're going to talk to head coach Craig Thompson. Craig Thompson, been with this program for a long time. One of the good guys. He's got some good assistants, too, let me tell you. Brian Hamilton is part of that. And we'll get an interview with him sometime here in the next couple of games. Be happy to do it. Ben Weaver coaches the wide receivers. Rudy Ogberg, offensive support. Brian Wheeler, O-line. Ray Atkins. Steve Campos, of course. Can't leave Steve out. He's a big part of this whole thing. Assistant coach Anthony Cavalli. Defensive assistant Justin Dietz. Assistant coach, everybody. And athletic director Mike Maury. Saying thank you so much for having us take care of business here for you here for 2016 football season. We are having the best time, and it's just fun. It's a lot of fun, and we're in a beautiful setting right now. We're at the top of the press box, right at the 50-yard line. And when Coach Thompson comes out, we'll talk to him. Dan is on the field waiting for his arrival. These two teams have met a total of 7 times over the years, dating back to 1964. That was the first meeting, and Merced lost that game 18-4. They met again in 1965, a year later. Merced won that game 12-6. And it goes on back from 65. The next game wasn't until 97, and Shasta won that one 26-23. Merced lost in triple overtime to Shasta 73-71 in 1998. So there's a big history. And I will tell you that they are still making history here. 2006, Merced won. 2007, Merced won. Blew them out 48-20. And in 2014, Shasta beat them in a nail-biter 34-33. That was that score. So 7 times. Merced has won 3 times. They've lost 4. Shasta just the opposite. But they look good. They're a good-looking football team. And their quarterback, Andrew Trahan, that kid is good. And you might see something from him here in the second half. Other gentlemen that we are hoping to hear more of or from is W.R. Sanders, Jock Buchanan, David Johnson, and of course Andrew Trahan, and everybody's just doing their part and getting things done and doing what they're supposed to do. And I'd be very anxious to know what the Merced players were told by their coach at halftime. So they're back out on the field. We've got the Merced team out here right now. And here comes the Shasta Ball Club. We're waiting for Coach Thompson to make his way out. Dan Miller is standing on the 25-yard line waiting for him. I see Mr. Thompson working his way out right now. Always calm, always cool, always collected. But then again, I don't play for him, so I don't see all of his moments, and we all have our moments, right? Yeah, it's good stuff here. Second half coming up. Shasta Sports Network is presented to you by Omega Mortgage. They are the best in the business when it comes to mortgage and finance and lending. They are good. See the Omega team at omglending.com or call them at 223-1400. Also want to say thank you to Tyler Whitlow. He is the brains behind the technology we're using here for the Shasta Sports Network. Shasta Solutions is his company, and they are solutions that work for you, and they truly do. All right, we'll take it right down to the field right now. Daniel Miller is down there, and he's got Coach Thompson. Go ahead, Daniel.
Thank you very much, Gary. I'm here with head coach Greg Thompson. It seems like it's been a defensive game so far, Coach. What adjustments are you going to make for the second half?
Well, we got to keep playing great defense like our defense has. Just the number one offense in the state point-wise per game, and our defense is meeting the challenge and making it very difficult for them. Offensively, we just got to start executing, catch the ball, produce, and maintain our blocks, and just execute and take advantage of what's there.
Fantastic. Head coach Craig Thompson. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. All right, Craig. Craig Thompson always available to us. Nice, man. Daniel Miller working hard down on that field. Captains, both of them, both sets of them. There's 4 of each. They are on the field once again. And Merced will receive in the second half. They'll have their work cut out for them. The temperature has dropped. Football conditions are much better. The sun is off the field. And we got another 30 minutes to play football here at Merced College. Both teams at the moment are 2-0. Merced has outscored their opponents 97-17 in just 2 games. That is a powerful offense. They've got some playmakers on their team. We told you a little bit earlier about Buchanan and Sanders. Both of them are capable of blowing the game wide open. They had big games last week against San Jose, 413 yards to be exact for the Blue Devils against San Jose last week. So we're teeing up the ball right now and getting ready for the second half kickoff, and we're glad you're joining us. Thank you so much. Nice work, Dan. I know you're got to catch your breath. I ordered oxygen, but it didn't arrive.
I'll tell you what. Well, we need a Stairmaster.
The thing is to give you a really good idea, any bleachers you've ever been to, you go up, 10, 20 rows.
Yep.
There's like 400 rows here.
Yeah, I know. That's
a long way to the top. Here comes the kickoff. We're ready to go for the second half. And there's the approach. And that's kind of a short, wobbly kick. They call for a fair catch at the 45. And there's a flag on the play.
Coach Thompson really knows what his team has to do to adjust.
He seemed pretty calm down there.
Oh, he's very calm. He's very collective, and he's got his game plan in action, and he's going to try to execute. He just wants that offense to execute to their best ability.
You okay over there?
Yes, I am.
Sounds like you need a CT scan or something.
I need a CAT scan, CT scan, and a MRI.
Okay, so that'll be a re-kick. We'll start this whole thing over again.
Oh, now I got the air blown on.
And Donna, we've not seen number 34 in yet for you, but as soon as we do, we will let you know.
Oh, we'll keep you notified, Donna.
We will try it again, and here comes the kick. Another goofy kick is taken at the 21-yard line. And that is a gentleman who's got a little bit of running room, but he's brought down immediately. Not much of a gain whatsoever. The tackler was Dakota Jones. The return was Jackson Watts.
Dakota Jones getting in the mix. That was Bob Casey, head coach Bob Casey's first interview. And I'll tell you what, very nice guy.
How can that possibly be his first interview? He
used
to play here. He's been here forever.
I understand that, but that is his first interview. You know what? I was walking as I was running off the field because they were getting ready to play, and I didn't want to have to suit up.
There's a penalty on the play, and that's going to back up Merced quite a bit.
But as I was running off, he looked at me and he said, "Hey, thanks for making it so easy."
Yeah.
He prides his team on playing with a lot of emotion.
Thank you, Danny Farrell. You are also extended an invitation and a job offer to come work for us and run our scoreboard. On our next game next week, we'll be going to Los Modanos.
Los Modanos.
Yeah. Okay. Appreciate that. It's up.
I unfortunately will be in Eureka next weekend, Gary, but I will be back.
Angela Larson, we got our eye on your guy, Jacob Larson. We'll let you know if he gets in the action. Okay, so the ball is at the 19-yard line. They're at their own 19-yard line.
I'm sweating so much, Gary, I figure I better eat a few of these jalapenos and make it look natural.
That'll calm you down a little bit. Trahan back to pass immediately, throws over to the right-hand side flat, and great defensive play right there for Mario Mezier.
And no flags.
That was perfect. He's got that hand there right at the last second and broke up the pass, incomplete.
He made a nice coverage on that, playing his man tight like he's supposed to, like he always wants to, and it doesn't matter wherever side their wide receiver, their number one wide receiver is lined up, that's where you'll find Mario.
I got my eye on J.D. Jackson right now. He's on our side pass defense. He's at the 25. He's got a guy. Trahan not even looking this direction. And that's a long ball down the field, and that ball is complete at the 40. And they're going to call it good.
Yes,
they almost tripped each other up. There's a flag on the play. And Merced player is
he's upset.
Niger Jackson is upset. It might call pass interference on the offense. We'll find out. Wasn't expecting that.
No, he wasn't. It looked like the Shasta player tripped up. Sometimes their feet get tangled in that, Gary, and it's you can't help it.
I didn't do it on purpose, Coach.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. It's like you said, Gary, they become great actors, defense or offense. And that was offensive pass interference called.
They'll back him up. So a big gain goes for naught.
Niger Jackson looked really upset at that. I believe they declined the penalty, which makes it 4th and 11. They have. Shasta elected to decline that penalty and get the ball back.
So the punting team is on for Merced. Oh, look who's back to receive. Carl Robert Joe.
And you know what? If it is a short kick, it's close to being blocked, and it is a short kick. He calls for a fair catch right at the 47-yard line.
He had nowhere to run. That was the best move ever. Daquan Kelly was right there tying his shoes for him in case he wanted to move.
I think he pulled out his polish rag.
So great coverage by the Blue Devils, and Shasta will take over at the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
We got the Naylor Hillier backfield.
Yep, the ball carrier is Justin Hellier, and he gets through. He's got enough for a first down and down to the 40. He almost broke away on that one.
Yes, he did. 13-yard gain for
Huge
Hillier.
gain for Justin Hellier. Nice play.
I got the first look at Justin Hillier today. He is a clean-cut looking kid.
He's got that Donald Trump pushover hairdo.
Yeah, he looks like he should be in an episode of 90210.
Yeah. Okay, so Naylor in at quarterback right now. Shasta's got the ball, first down. Ball at the 40. There comes the snap, and Naylor will waste no time. He'll go back to pass. Had to dodge a guy. Stopped and looked and nowhere to go, and he's going to go down for a big sack now, back down near midfield.
Oh, I believe he lost the ball at the end. We're going to look at it. I thought he hit the ground first, and then he lost the ball.
Well, they got a big scrum going on over there right now, and that is Merced ball.
You know, I noticed when Naylor runs, he keeps that ball out there.
He does. So, turnovers adding to the story.
Yes. And the loss of that great field position. There goes Mario Merced. He is already starting his talk with the wide receiver. And there he goes right up on him. He is right up on him. Look at him, Gary. Let's see if he checks him.
Andrew Trahan now takes the snap. He'll hand off over to the left-hand side, and there's the little speedster getting outside. That is Buchanan with a big gain.
We got a flag coming down. Mario Merced and that wide receiver were going at it, even out of bounds. And Mario ended up just throwing him down on the ground. That might be a personal foul against Shasta. My eyes were glued right on them.
Usually it's the guy who retaliates is the one that gets caught. We'll see what they call right here. Referees are out there pointing fingers at people.
Oh, yeah. And they always get the finger pointed at them.
Here comes the call right now. That'll be a personal foul against Shasta. That'll cost him a bunch of yards. So, you know, Mario will be talking to him now.
Oh, he was talking to him before the ball even got snapped. Lights are just coming on here at the stadium. 13:07. Clock is ticking down. Third quarter.
Trahan, he'll take the snap, and he'll fake the handoff and toss it over to the left-hand side. Quick, complete pass right there to David Johnson, and he'll take it down to about the 20-yard line.
That is some quickness by Willie Brown. Defensive lineman came right on over and stopped him before he can even go farther. And there's Mario. Mario, he's over there talking to the umpire, trying to plead his case.
Mario is so soft-spoken anyway.
He is very soft-spoken, but when it comes game time, he's louder than any other character out there.
All right, Trahan takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Buchanan. He'll look to the right now. He'll cut it inside. Nice gain inside the 10-yard line, and good for another first down for the Blue Devils.
Fantastic crowd here in Merced. So are we stopping at the Sizzler tonight?
Exactly.
All right, 1st and 10. Ball is at about the 11-yard line. There's a pass to the inside, and that is a touchdown for the Blue Devils.
Pass complete to Niger Jackson, touchdown. And that is going to even it up real quick.
That was a quick slant, and that was right at Merced's way. There's the emotion that's hitting. So, waiting the extra point. Right now, it is 6-7. Still favor of Shasta. Blue Devils is going to try to tie it up here with the extra point. And, Gary, you pointed out, no cheerleaders.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any cheering squads or anything.
No cheerleaders.
I couldn't even hear them if they were here because I'm indoors.
Yeah.
Here comes the extra point attempt. Waiting for the snap. There it is, the placement. The kick is up, and it is good. That is perfect, and that ties this ball game 7-7 with 12:03 left to play in the third. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. This is the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
Warning. Orthopedic surgeons are seeing an increase in overuse injuries when young athletes perform the same repetitive stressful motions over and over. Pitching, tennis, weight training, even long swimming workouts can cause overuse trauma that may require surgery. If your kids play and train hard, visit orthoinfo.org or stopsportsinjuries.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons and the American Orthopedic Society for Sports Medicine.
When your car has more scratches than your favorite Bee Gees record, better get Mako. Give your car a makeover from Mako of Reading, America's #1 paint and body shop. Come in today for the $349 paint sale and bring back your car's color and shine. Mako of Reading paints personal, commercial, and fleet vehicles. Tight on cash? Ask about Mako's no-interest finance options. Call 226-0992. That's 226-0992. Located on Crossroads Drive across from United Rentals.
Back here at Merced College, where this football game is tied, 12:03 left to play in the third period. We got a whole new game going on.
Oh, it's game on now, Gary. I tell you.
Mario Mezier is back to receive, and Carl Robertjo is also back there. Here's the kick. It's a nice kick, and that's going to go to Mario. He'll take it right at the goal line, and he'll bring it out. He's at the 5, 10, 15. Now he goes to the 20, skips a beat a little bit, fumbles the ball, and it's loose.
Oh, a flag comes in, too.
Wow. And Merced covered that ball. We'll see what the penalty is.
Hey, Gary, I want to welcome my sister, Denise, listening from Florida.
Nice job, Denise. Thank you for tuning us in.
Listening to both of us. Great job.
See what this flag's all about. Merced did recover the fumble right there, and the ball is now parked at the 30-yard line. Got a holding call against Shasta. Whoa, it'll be a first down. Merced will take over.
I heard somebody that sounded like somebody in the NFL. First down.
So that's the official spot, 31, 1st and 10.
And here comes the emotions now. Let's see if Shasta can keep their cool and play some strong defense just like they did in the first half.
Well, this game can change just in a moment's notice right now. As you just saw, Trahan back to pass. He looks down deep. He looks into the end zone right now, and he's got trouble there, and that's incomplete. Good breakup by Mario Meziar.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play by Mario. He stayed with his man and timed that jump just perfect to break the pass up. They actually did a fist pump, the wide receiver and Mario, coming out of the end zone. Good job.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Blue Devils.
$11:49 left in the third quarter. There's the snap.
Oh! Whoa!
He was met right there. Nice sack. Number 28.
Take your pick.
Taladino. Alex Taladino.
Taladino is sharp today, and Trahan got hammered.
He got hit hard, boy, and that was a clean tackle. Boom. Upper body clean tackle. No helmet to helmet. And Taladino just leveled him.
First one. First time he's been sacked all year.
Well, there's a first time for everything. Clock is down to 7 seconds. The play clock is down to 7 seconds. He needs to snap this, and he gets it off just in time.
And he's scrambling around. Now he throws over to the left-hand side. There's nobody around.
There was nobody around.
And that is incomplete. And he took another shot.
Oh, he's getting up slow now.
Whew.
That's exactly what the Knights had to do, Gary. They played a tough and made a defensive stance right there.
That's a good time to be doing that. And now they'll be looking at 4th down.
And 15 to go. You can kind of hear the coaches next door, boy. They were getting a little frustrated.
Okay, here comes the punt right now. Good kick.
Nice hang time. Calls for a fair catch. He
And
just lets it go.
And goes into the end zone.
Oh.
So they'll bring it out there, and that's where the Knights will take over. We got 10:52 left to play in the third. Score is tied. Good football game. We'll be right back. This is the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
You can now see before and after pictures at hillcollisioncenter.com. Professional grade repairs and satisfied customer reviews. Watch a free virtual tour of Hill Collision Center's state-of-the-art facility. See it online at hillcollisioncenter.com.
Back here and ready to go. Shasta's got the ball. It'll be 1st and 10. Right about the 20-yard line is where they are. Clement goes in motion. Pollard now your quarterback for Shasta, and he'll take that snap, and he'll hand it off. Left-hand side on the move goes DeMarco Grayson. Picked up a couple, but just couldn't get around the outside, so it'll be 2nd down.
DeMarco Grayson made that great run in the first half and scored the Knights' only touchdown. 7-7, tie ball game.
Good game, too. Defensive.
Trying to get the story on the 76. Now, I know this is not a union station, so I'm trying to figure out the 76. I asked a lot of people downstairs. Nobody seemed to know.
Hand off to Grayson, and he's close to the 1st down. That'll be very close. He was pulled backwards. Well, that will all depend on the spot, but it looks like they're not going to get a favorable spot, and it will be 3rd down.
3rd and inches, though, Gary. They're right there. Oh, we were just told that this stadium was built in 1976.
Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Good defense there by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and on that stop was Christian Neva. They get excited, and boy, you can hear these coaches. Hey, guys, hey, chill. I think we got Mr. Freeze next door.
Okay, so they're going to be in a punting situation.
Nice spiral kick.
Back to receive, Jackson Watts, and he's going to stay away from that one, and it'll take a pretty good bounce and drop down all the way to the 23, 24-yard line. So that gives them some pretty decent field position. Merced set to take over. 8:44 left to play in this in this third period. Score is tied. Close game. Something's going to happen.
Something's got to happen here.
And it's going to break out.
After our game last night that we saw, I'm not up for entertaining tonight. So this is a close game, and this is exactly what we want. We want a good game, close game, tough hitting game, and we're getting exactly what we wished for.
I think so too. Okay, Trahan now hands off right up the middle. He runs into a wall of white and green. There'll be no gain on the play right there. Stacked him up right in the middle.
Yeah, I think he gained only about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. They're calling it 2nd and 8. Clock continues to click down. 8:22 left in the third quarter. Tie game and a great game. And a few more people showed up here on the other side of the bleachers.
That's because the sun's off of them.
Yeah.
They were getting beat down. It's like being at Shasta Speedway.
Yeah.
Okay, back to pass goes Trahan, and he throws it over to the right-hand side. Totally covered by Mario Mazier.
Beautiful.
That was good, excellent pass coverage, incomplete.
He actually leaped up in the air, came over his right shoulder, and knocked the ball down. Fantastic play. Boy, when you told me that the players were coming out, that was just a kicker coming out.
I know. I saw a uniform, and I wanted to give you a little heads up.
running. Yeah. Note to self, get on a Stairmaster, Dan. You know, I'm really glad that my sister is listening. Congratulations, sis. 10 years. Oh, nice catch there. 10 years cancer-free.
That's awesome. David Johnson on the reception there, enough for a first down. Close to the 43 is where they'll mark it. Good play for Merced.
I got my eyes glued on Naylor and Messier. I'm kind of curious of what they're going to do here. He's giving him a lot of cushion here, Gary. Oh, it's a run right up the middle.
Buchanan now fights for 2 or 3 yards right there. Nice gain, brought down by, who was that? Guy who's been involved pretty much all game. Austin Rosa. Rosie in there on the tackle.
Austin Rosa. There you go. Rosie's in the play.
John Robinson checking in from Wyoming. John, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. We got a tie football game here. If you just tuned in, 7:17 left to play in the third period. Close game, defensive battle. Buchanan, the ball carrier. He tries to get outside, and he's going down, and he'll lose a yard on the play.
On the stop there, downtown Willie Brown. Made a great defensive play, broke right past his block, and had his hands on the runner.
Willie. Okay, 3rd and 9 right now is where we're at. Andrew Trahan, he's had a pretty consistent football game, and he fakes the pitch and rolls way out to the right-hand side, and he's got a guy chasing him. He will throw it out of bounds, and that is incomplete. No good.
Yeah, he tried to get it to Jackson there, and it took a little skip off the turf there, and incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Ball officially on the 44-yard line of Merced.
Next time we're in this situation, we need to run a microphone outside.
Yes, we do. I agree with that.
It's really quiet in here.
It is so quiet in here, Gary. I mean,
I'm afraid I might wake up the kids.
Shh, the baby's sleeping.
All right. Yeah. Okay, punting situation right now. And Robert Joe back to receive. Nice kick. And Robert Joe will take it at about 16, and he bobbles it. He picks it up, and he's thrown down immediately at the 7-yard line.
He literally saved his hide right there.
Lucky save.
That was a fantastic save.
So Shasta will take over deep in their own territory. Right about the 9 is where they're going to put it.
I'm shocked that he didn't call for a fair catch. That guy was like 2 yards away.
He's itching to make something happen.
He is their big playmaker.
6:22 on the clock, third period. Score is tied at 7. We're here at Merced for a great football game. Defensive battle. Been that way all game. All right.
Pollard hands off up the middle.
That's Justin Hellier.
Justin Hellier.
He's not done a whole lot, but he just grinds it out a little bit at a time tonight. He hasn't had that opportunity to make a breakaway play, which he's always capable of doing.
Gave them a little extra breathing room now.
Be second and
2.
About 2 to go.
That was a nice 8-yard gain by Hellier.
So Ryan Pollard back in there, and he'll do the same thing to Justin Hellier. He'll go around the left end, and he doesn't quite get around there, but he might have enough for a first down.
He does have enough first down, Gary. He's like a yard past that sticks, and the chain gang moves.
There they go. First down for the Knights. Pollard in at quarterback. Pollard is consistent every time he comes in. Coach Thompson said they get the job done that we asked them to do. Little swing pass over to the right. And that is complete, but he's brought down at the 30, 31-yard line. Pretty good gain right there for DeMarco Grayson.
On the stop, Brandon Williams.
Clock ticking, 5:04 left in the third. Pollard at quarterback for Shasta right now. Naylor getting a break. 2 receivers wide left, and they'll hand it off once again to Grayson, and he will possibly have enough for a first down.
Looks like he does.
Yep, they got it.
They got it.
First down, Shasta. Nice job.
Well, you could tell what's going on right now, Gary, is they're running the ball, smash mouth football, right up the center, and let's see how much we can wear down this defense. Daniel Farrell chimed in. Rosie, yeah.
Back to pass goes Pollard. Looks over to the left. He's got Justin Hellier for a completion. He's at the 30, 35, and he goes out of bounds at right about the 40.
Regina Salisbury from Denver, Colorado. Let's go, Shasta. Michelle Villa chiming in. Woohoo, number 24.
Nice.
Love that chat, Gary. I'm glad that is up and running.
Handoff goes to Hellier, right-hand side. He tries to get around, jumps over a guy, picks up a yard or two, and brought down at the 41.
Here comes the flag. Late flag coming in. That might be a late hit. We're going to have a holding call, I believe, Gary. That might just bring it back. We look for the guy in the white hat. Here he is.
There he is. Holding call is right.
Offense. My sister. She says, you guys sound great. Dad, Sweet Pete would be pleased.
All right. Thank you, sister. We appreciate you tuning in. Love that.
So it's second down 14.
Pollard throws it way downfield, left side. There's coverage, and it bounces off a chest. Somebody gets a hand on it, and it is incomplete.
Oh, and he's trying to plead his case. Yeah.
Love it.
Brandon Williams has been busy lately. So third down and a long way to go.
Love it was pleading his case with the umpire there. Pollard back to pass again. Rifles one down. Oh, it's incomplete. Bring up fourth down.
.337 is left on the clock for the third period. We still got a fresh ball game, 7-7. 7 apiece, and Shasta will bring out the punting team. Susie, I'll have to look into your request, so get a hold of me sometime during the week if you can. You can get a hold of us through the Shasta Sports Network Facebook page. You would have fun. There's the kick. Not a bad kick. And it is a fair catch called at the 37-yard line. Nowhere to go. Jackson Watts.
Well, Gary, I thought my batteries would run down on my body before my microphone.
Not today.
Not today, pal. Hi, so Merced will get possession here at the 36-yard line. 3:26 left in the third quarter. 7-7 tie. And it's a run up the middle there by number 22 there.
He's had a busy night there. Buchanan. He's got his hands on the ball a lot. Short gain.
Boy, it is quiet in here.
Yeah.
How can you guys work with all this quietness? Videographers are all the same. They like it nice and quiet, and let's get this camera rolling.
Okay, fumble on the play, and that's in the backfield, and it looks close, but I don't think they picked it up he had his hands on it but couldn't wrap it, and that was Greg McLeese in there with the pressure.
That's the second time McLeese was in there for a fumble recovery. Just can't make that last grab. Usually when they're both down on the ground, sometimes those NFL players will just start giving them an elbow until they let go of the ball.
Right. Whoever's stronger comes out of the pile with the ball.
Nobody was better than that than Jack Lambert and Ben Davidson. And it's a run up the middle.
A short gain. That was a very good fake by Trahan, that play.
That was 3rd and 12. He only got about 5 out of that. Brings up 4th down. A good defensive stand by the Shasta Knights.
We're winding down the last couple of minutes of the third period. Score is still tied.
There will be no fourth quarter comeback tonight, Gary. It's going to be a close game, and I think it's going to come down to whoever has the possession last.
You might be right about that. We could come down to a field goal, too, and both of them have missed.
Yes. And we could go to an overtime game. Snap, good hang time.
Nice kick. Robert Joe takes it at his own 20. He's 25-30. He's up 35-40 and finally knocked down at the 45-yard line. Good return by Carl Robert Joe.
Fantastic run. Boy, he's got some good moves there. Robert Joe is he wants to make something happen. You can see he's not calling for those fair catches. He didn't again. The guy was 3 yards away from him. He got the ball, made a little sidestep, and boom, he was looking for that daylight.
Carl likes that action.
He does like that action. I think he threw the ball when he made his interception because he was mad that he couldn't run it back for a touchdown.
Okay, so Pollard in at quarterback right now. For the Knights, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. And Pollard step back to pass, throws it right over the middle. He's got a guy wide open. A big gain down to the 35. That is a completion to Vernon Allen. Vernon Allen gets his hands on the ball.
Brandon Williams on the stop there. Boy, he kind of clapped his hands together. Oh, excuse me. John Toussaint was on the stop there. Clapped his hands like, oh, I didn't have him.
It was close. Pollard's still in. That was a good pass play. Pollard's got to be happy with that this time. They'll hand it off again to DeMarco Grayson, and he's got a first down and a little bit more at the 21-yard line.
It was a fantastic run. Good blocking.
Good play. Good play.
That time on the stop. Brandon Williams on the stop there. Defensive back for the Blue Devils.
Pollard will do it again. He'll hand off to Grayson right up the middle. He'll get it down to about the 19. Short gain.
37 seconds left. That's actually, the clock is 2 seconds behind the game clock itself.
All right.
So they might just either get another playoff or they just might let it run out, and it'll be the end of the third quarter. No, they're going to try to get one more playoff. Second down and 8.
Good time to throw the ball. They look right over the middle, and he's got a guy wide open. Excellent defense right there by Merced. They broke it up at the last second.
Fantastic.
Nice job.
Williams on the stop there. Fantastic play by Williams there. And look at down there in the audience, Gary. There's the devil with the blue dress on.
That's right. Okay, so they're down inside the 20 right now.
Third down and 8. 13 seconds left on the clock. Pollard still in at quarterback in the shotgun. And it's a run up the middle by Hillier.
Hillier, a little bit of room close to the first down. It'll be fourth and about 2.
That is the end of the third quarter. We will take a break. You're listening to the Shasta Sports Network
on XS961.com.
Warning. Orthopedic surgeons are seeing an increase in overuse injuries when young athletes perform the same repetitive stressful motions over and over. Pitching, tennis, weight training, even long swimming workouts can cause overuse trauma that may require surgery. If your kids play and train hard, visit orthoinfo.org. or stopsportsinjuries.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons and the American Orthopedic Society for Sports Medicine.
You can now see before and after pictures at HillCollisionCenter.com. Professional grade repairs and satisfied customer reviews. Watch a free virtual tour of Hill Collision Center's state-of-the-art facility. See it online at HillCollisionCenter.com.
We're back here. Merced College, good football game tonight. Still tied 7 apiece, and we go into the final quarter.
Here it comes. It comes all down to this.
Yeah.
Look at it. I got a grin from ear to ear, Gary. I'm just loving this. We love it when it comes down to the last quarter. Score tied. Both teams tired, playing with a lot of heart. Let's see which one comes out on top.
Pollard doing a good job right now. He's in at quarterback. He's been in there for quite some time here in the second half. Naylor taking a break, and I think they'll call a timeout. Shasta will call a timeout.
They have a timeout.
So we'll take one right along with them here. That's the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
Do you ever wonder what happens to your vehicle behind the scenes at an auto body collision repair facility? Wonder no more. Go to HillCollisionCenter.com and watch a virtual tour of the North Valley's finest and most recommended collision repair business. HillCollisionCenter.com.
It's no surprise Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
Back we go. More action here. Final quarter. Merced is held all the way up till now. They're in the inside of the 15-yard line. And Hellier gets hammered, bounces off, gives up the football, falls on it. And it's another fumble.
Collier got the ball and kept it going.
They're going to...
Are they going to call him down?
They call the fumble on the play.
Wow.
So they'll take over on downs. That the ball was coughed up.
Yes, but I don't understand that it rolled forward, kind of like that kick in the end zone that Casper did back in the 70s, but it rolled forward.
That's right.
But they said he did not have enough for the first down. Somebody's saying, boy, you got to hold on to that like you're holding on to a Dorito.
All right, so Trahan will go to work for right about the now 16, 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
There's the snap. Trahan, his arms have been busy tonight. Pass right over the middle, and that is complete at the 29. And once again, Niger Jackson with a good play.
And Mario giving a little bit too much of a cushion. Mario Mezier giving too much of a cushion on there. And you watch, he's going to start having to play up close again. And he needs to play up close, Gary. We're in the fourth quarter, and this is when it counts.
Pass quick to the left-hand side. That's complete right at the 30. He's got a little bit of running room, enough for the first down. And 40 and 50, he gets past him. And now he's going all the way, 30.
Oh, they're saying he stepped out.
They're saying he stepped out of bounds.
They're saying he stepped out of bounds over there. And there is a judge right on that sideline. He sees it right there with his eyes. Of course, we don't have the instant replay like they have in the NFL, but these referees are really on top of everything. They group together to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
So the ball is now into Shasta territory, and Merced Trahan doing a good job making things happen.
Yes, he is. This is not a high-scoring game like we thought it was going to be, Gary. Both offenses always putting a lot of points on the board. This is a close game. So close it's tied.
It's a fun game.
It is. This is what football's all about.
Trahan rolls out to the right-hand side, looks down, takes his options. He's got trouble. He dodges one guy, and he rolls all the way to the other side of the field, and now he'll run it and run out of bounds.
Right at the original line of scrimmage.
He had no options to throw that ball, but he was looking for plenty of them.
Yes, he was.
So there's a whole lot of standing around down there right now trying to figure out exactly what's going on and where they're going to place the ball. Referees are discussing. Players are not huddled up on either side of the ball. They're just waiting to see what happens. Here comes our referee.
Holding defense.
Gonna be a holding call on the defense.
That's going to make an automatic first down.
And that's going to hurt Shasta right now with 13:38 left to play.
You know, Trahan rolled all the way over to the right-hand side of the field, Gary, and then he turned and reversed and went all the way to the left-hand.
He ran a lot on that play for a short gain. Trahan now set to take the snap and go to work. They've got the ball at the 36. They will hand it off right up the middle, and there's going to be no gain on the play, that one. Perez, I believe, the ball carrier on that one, or Sanders. Perez or Sanders.
Yeah, and Taladino right there for the stop. He actually hit him and got up and looked right down on him. What were you thinking, Taladino? I couldn't believe he still had the ball. Clock continues to wind down.
Set to go right now. Here comes Trahan. He'll take that snap, immediately throw right over the middle. It's tipped, and Shasta intercepts the ball at the 22-yard line.
Yes. And again, number 5.
Carl Robertjo.
Robertjo, 2 interceptions right there. Boy, I tell you, he is on his game since week 1, and he has not stopped.
He's having a spectacular season so far in. You know, it's rare. You've got 6 interceptions in 3 games.
Yes.
So Shasta now takes over. Ryan Pollard in at quarterback. Ball just about the 20, right about the 21-yard line. And Pollard takes the snap, and that will be a handoff right up the middle. Goes absolutely nowhere. Grayson, the ball carrier.
You know, Gary, obviously our player of the game is going to be really hard to call. It's probably going to be the person that makes the last touchdown to win the game.
It could be anybody at this point.
But I'll tell you what, right now, Robertjo is set to make Defensive Player of the Year.
2nd down and 9. Pollard back to pass. He looks over the middle. Nothing. Now he throws down over to the left-hand side, and that is incomplete.
And no flags. A good defensive play.
That was a tight play.
That was a very good defensive play. Checky Lovett. That's Rachel Checky Lovett. Good defensive play.
It'll be 3rd and 9 now.
Shasta has to capitalize on the opportunities when they get these opportunities, and they haven't done that tonight. They've just faced too tough of a defense.
All the way around, and here comes Pollard now. He'll take the snap, immediately looking to pass over the middle and the right-hand side. That's incomplete. Incomplete, and that'll be a 4th down, and here comes the punting team for Shasta.
They tried to get that out to Patterson there for a nice 15-yard gain. Good defensive stand by the Blue Devils. .12:02 left in the game.
Try it again now with Pollard. And they're going to punt. And not the best kick, but it bounces at the 50 and down to the 45, and it'll come to a dead stop at about the 43-yard line, and that's where Merced will take over. 11:51. You want to take a quick break?
Yeah, we'll take a quick break.
All right, we'll do that. We'll be right back. It's the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
When you choose Choose Hild Collision Center, you have the option to receive text or email updates as your vehicle goes through the collision restoration process. Read customer reviews and see before and after photos online at hildcollisioncenter.com.
Just in time back here as Trahan set to take his club with a just very close to midfield right now. It's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. It's a pitch to the right-hand side, and that's Buchanan with the ball. And he breaks a couple of tackles, and finally he gets brought down right about the original line of scrimmage. There's still stuff going on.
I think he fumbled the ball. Ball was stripped, and who else? Number 5, Robert Joe. Stripped the ball, and Shasta gets another break. Wow.
It was hard to see that play.
That was hard to see because, again, he's running to the right. He runs into a wall of defensive linemen. He turns around and goes to the other side of the field, and in that progression that he was trying to do, boy, he got hit again, and the ball finally popped out, and Robert Joe right there with the recovery.
Having a good game. Pollard now hands off to Hellier. Off tackle left side. He'll gain 1 or 2.
Looks like he jumped over the line and gained an extra yard.
Get it close to the 40 right now. It'll be 2nd down.
Clock continues to wind down. 11:20 left in the game. Shasta in good field position.
You can follow the Shasta Sports Network on Facebook as well. We give updates there to keep you in the know about what's going on with the team and where they're going. Thank you.
Susie Hendricks is on you tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Screen pass out. Looks like Grayson. And he sidesteps a little bit and goes out of bounds. And excuse me, that was not Grayson. That was Peyton Spencer.
That'll be enough for another 1st down. So on the move they go.
You know, Susie, we need a full-time graphics person sitting here with us. Haley, what are you doing? We need to get you down here, girl.
Okay, Pollard hands off to Justin Hellier, and he tries to get to the outside. He stops, comes back, tries a different direction, and only picks up about 2 on the play.
That was a good defensive stand there by Merced. They couldn't bring him down. He leaked out for an extra 2 yards there. Justin is a big game maker.
Can be.
I believe Merced has been keying on him all night long. Man in motion. Paul, you're still at quarterback. Takes the snap. Goes right down the center.
Oh, look at that. That's a pass, and that is complete. Nice job. That's
our boy, Clement.
Clement with a big catch.
Yes, and a 1st down.
And another 1st down, and they'll spot the ball at the 13-yard line. Shasta now threatened to score.
They're in the red zone. This is where they need to capitalize. Clock continues to run. 9:49 left in the game. Pollard's back in the shotgun position.
Almost drew the defense off right there. Handoff goes right up the middle. Flag is on the play.
They might have been offsides there.
Grayson, the ball carrier, short gain. We'll see what the flag's all about.
And here comes the man in white. Offsides defense. Not to brag, but I think I'm 10 for 10 on the penalties tonight.
Pretty close. Okay, so the chat server went down for a second, so don't worry, we're trying to get it back up in case you're trying to write in. Stand by. Thank you for your patience.
We'll make sure he keeps it in the 4th quarter.
Pollard. Pollard pulls the reverse. Not much of a gain right there, maybe down to the 5.
I actually thought Grayson had it going up the center there. Little trickery there by Shasta. And out comes... Oh, they're making a quick substitute. They're putting back in Peyton Spencer. It is 2nd down and 4. Ball's on the 5-yard line.
Pollard takes the snap.
Grayson goes around the right side. I think he gains about 2 yards there, Gary. He might have enough for the first down. It'll make it 1st and goal.
That's exactly what it's going to be, so nice job.
He does have enough. First down, ball is at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for Shasta. Clock continues to run. 8:12 left in the 4th quarter. Pollard's lined up in the shotgun formation.
Pollard now hands off to...
Looks like Grayson going around the right, the
and
left side.
he's cut down about the 10. That'll be a loss. That was Grayson, the ball carrier.
All right, one thing I don't like about the booth, sometimes you get that number cut off here right on the corner.
Yeah.
And it looks like Grayson's going out. There he's going to be substituted for Justin Hillier, number 20.
7:38 left to play.
All right, he's back in the shotgun formation. Does a fake handoff and goes in the center. There's a caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Shasta. That was a nice slant pass. And Gerald Brown, BJ, with the catch in the end zone. Beautiful pass from Pollard. That was a lightning bullet going right into the end zone. Right now it is 13-7, waiting for the extra point. We can go ahead and change that to a 13. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-7, Shasta. We will take a quick break. You are listening to the Shasta Sports Network
on XS961.com.
When your car has more scratches than your favorite Bee Gees record, better get Mako. Give your car a makeover from Mako of Reading, America's #1 paint and body shop. Come in today for the $349 paint sale and bring back your car's color and shine. Mako of Reading paints personal, commercial, and fleet vehicles. Tight on cash? Ask about Mako's no-interest finance options. Call 226-0992. That's 226-0992. Located on Crossroads Drive across from United Rentals.
Timeout! Okay, guys, Summers really had his bell rung and could have a concussion. I'm pulling him out for the game. Rodriguez, you're in for Summers.
Come on, Coach. It's just a ding. I'll shake it off.
Yeah, he's tough. Plus, we need to win this to make the playoffs.
Listen, we're a team and we need to look out for each other. Concussions are serious. No game is more important than your health.
Take concussions out of play. If you're a coach, know the warning signs and never let athletes return to play before a healthcare professional says it's okay. A message from CDC.
Back here from Merced College, you're just in time for the kickoff. 14-7 with 7:08 left to play in the game. It's kind of a little onside type of a kick, and the guy picks it up and starts running.
All right, I don't get that, Gary. Why do an onside kick? Try to get the ball back and try to catch him off guard.
Not sure, but it's that's their call.
That's a gutsy call. I tell you that right now. I don't get that call at all. I mean, I thought that they would at least boot it down there. The way their defense has been playing and standing up to the challenge, kick that ball all the way down in the end zone.
Time's on your side right now. 4th quarter, but great field position for Merced. They've got it, and Trahan can certainly make some things happen right now. He'll take the snap. Handoff goes to Buchanan, and he is going to be brought down for about a 2-yard loss.
That's a fantastic play, and Colt Naylor in on the stop there. Okay, now I stand corrected. He has trust in his defense to make a stop.
Nice job.
Yes.
Okay, handle it. I gotta grab a light.
Okay, so it is 2nd down, 13 to go. Trahan is in the shotgun position. Two tailbacks. Two guys lined up wide right. Does a fake pitch. He goes to pass it. Oh, and he goes down for a loss. And it looks like there's a fumble on the play. We're waiting for the official. Boy, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Shasta has the ball. Fantastic play. And that guy coming in there to make that, Taladino, causes the fumble. That was a fantastic play. And Willie Mitchell is the one that fell on it. Looked like they were wrestling for the ball big time, but got the ball.
So 6:20 left to play, 14-7 Shasta. Shasta's got the ball at the 46-yard line. Pollard is in at quarterback. He's got receivers, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. One guy in the backfield with him. That is Justin Hellier.
I imagine Pollard will probably take us all the way home tonight.
Probably so. He backed the pass right now. He looks over the middle. He's got trouble, and
he
they're
is
going to bring
sacked.
him down for a big sack down at the 49, or make the 44.
44-yard line. Oh, and he gets up slow, but he's limping a little bit, but he's up. He's ready to play again. Camilio Tongamoa. And I pronounced that right. Only because I had the definition of his name before the game even started. Clock continues to run. 5:45 left in the game. Shasta has the ball, 2nd and 19. He's back to pass. Screen pass out to the side. Pass out to the 83 for the Knights, which is Eric Santil. Chantilly Lace. As we get ready to, they're trying to sort out the position of the ball. Clock continues to run now. 5 minutes left in the game. He's in the shotgun formation. Pollard back. Hand up the middle. Makes it 4th down. And looks like about 14 to go. They are just at the 48-yard line.
So the punting team will come out. And that'll give Jackson Watts an opportunity for a run back. And he's been very electric tonight when he gets that ball.
Yes, he has. Chester's going to have to key on him and make a great stop here. Hopefully they can make another defensive stand. And it's 4:18 left in the game. The clock continues to run. Play clock is down to 5 seconds. They might just take a delay of game. Nope, they just get it off in time. Bobbles the snap a little bit. He ends up having to run it. And he throws it down the side.
And
there
that
he goes.
Is complete down the right-hand side, and he is on the move.
I believe that it was a blown punt.
It was a broken play, but what he didn't do, he dodged a guy, and he ended up passing it, and there's a flag down.
Could be an illegal man downfield. Oh, they look like they just let the air out of Shasta's tires right now. All their heads are down. Illegal man downfield.
Is the call.
Wow.
Well, that was different.
So they will still have to punt the ball. It'll be 5 yards moved back. So now the ball will be at the 44-yard line. And the punting team will come back out. When you have a broken play like that, those linemen, a lot of times they don't see that the ball has been punted away, and they're on their way down to get the ball carrier.
That's what happened there, and one of them got caught out of place, so they'll take the penalty. Didn't hurt him too bad, gives them a chance to kick it again.
I couldn't even see who they threw the ball to. I thought it was Grayson at first, but it wasn't.
Okay, so we'll try this punt situation one more time right at the 30. Here comes the snap and the punt. He's got plenty of time to get it off. It's a nice bounce.
He called for a fair catch, and it bounced out of his arms, and Shasta has the ball. Wow. What a turn of events.
Didn't expect that.
No, did not expect that at all. (14-7). Shasta leads. 3:37 left in the game. 1st and 10 for Shasta. Ball's on the 21-yard line.
So they're all fired up on the Shasta side. That was a tough break for Merced right there. There's been a lot of that stuff going on today.
Yes, there has been. And it just seems like for the last 8 minutes here, Gary, Shasta's had the possession of the ball.
So Ryan Pollard will handle it from quarterback right now. He's set to take the snap. They are very close to inside the red zone. They'll hand off to, that goes over to the right-hand side, number 32. He's on the move. He gets it down inside the 5. That was a big play for
Peyton Spencer.
Peyton Spencer.
Peyton Spencer, 33, took the ball on the right side and made a good gain.
Clock is ticking. 3:26 left to play. Shasta is threatening to score. They're inside the 5 at the moment.
Keep in mind that Merced still has all 3 of their timeouts. Shasta with 2.
I want to thank everybody tuning into the broadcast tonight at ShastaSportsNetwork.com. Thank you. Appreciate that. And XS 96.1 FM.
It's been fantastic.
Pollard hands off again. Same ball carrier, but he's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Peyton Spencer.
Well, you can just imagine, Gary, everybody listening in is just probably on their edge of their seats. Come on, Shasta, come on, come on.
This game is very close. It's been a very close game all the way. But just like we always said last night we did it, the turnovers make the difference. There's been a lot of turnovers in this game.
Yes. There has been a lot of turnovers and turn of events happening.
Pollard spreads his receivers wide to the right and left. Hellier in the backfield with him. He'll fake the pass, and he'll roll out to the right-hand side. He's going to hang on to it, headed for the end zone. He dives across the pylon, and that is a touchdown, Shasta.
Wow. That was a design play for Pollard to run around the right side there. Fake the handoff to the left, got the whole defense moving to the left, and Pollard just goes around the right side. They try to change their motion and go the other way, and he dives in just when 2 yards out.
Angela Larson, thank you for your message. We appreciate that. Okay, so making a little change to the scoreboard.
Right now, 20-7, favor of Shasta. 2:19 left in the game. There will be no 2-minute warning here, pal.
There's the snap. Ball's placed. Kick is up, and it is
no good.
No good.
So it remains 20-7 in favor of Shasta. You are listening
to the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
It's no surprise Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
Do you ever wonder what happens to your vehicle behind the scenes at an auto body collision repair facility? Wonder no more. Go to HilldCollisionCenter.com and watch a virtual tour of the North Valley's finest and most recommended collision repair business. HilldCollisionCenter.com.
Back here at Merced College, we're getting ready for the kickoff. Shasta just scored a few moments ago. Score right now 20-7 in favor of Shasta. 2:19 left to play.
Extra point was wide right, Gary. Not quite there. Boy, and you know what? We saw that guy in practice, and he was hitting 55-yarders like it was nothing. That probably just aggravates him when he misses just an extra point. And it's a spiral kick.
Another squabbly kick, too. They couldn't even tell who picked it up, but there's a big scrum over there right now at about the 38-yard line. At any rate, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, and Trahan's got a little bit of work to do.
Boy, Gary, we're going to have a tough decision coming up here in about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Very tough decision.
Well, there's been a lot of playmakers today, but I think I know.
You think you know who you're leaning to?
I think I know who I'm leaning to.
I'm looking at special teams right now. Special teams has brought this game almost to a close for Shasta.
Trahan takes the snap. He'll look to throw right over to the left-hand side. Had a guy who was wide open. He makes the catch for a short gain. Now they're going with a hurry-up offense. And a little bit of low snap. Trahan picks it up, throws it deep down to the right-hand side of the field. Had a guy open, but just overthrow him, incomplete.
Wow, he beat Merced. He had him beat, Gary. That was Jackson.
Nigel Jackson.
He had him beat. He had at least 5 yards on him if he hadn't overthrown that. And so now it is third down.
Snap to Trahan. Throws a pass left-hand side.
Oh, we got almost an
picked off.
interception. Didn't quite get it. It was third down and 6. That brings up fourth down. Ball's on the 42-yard line. 1 minute, 48 seconds left in the game. Merced still with 3 timeouts. Shasta with 2. 20-7, and they are going to go for it. Why not? Can't sing, can't dance, got to go for it.
Thank you, Aaron Maridi, for your message. Long pass down the right-hand side, almost picked off. It was overthrown and out of bounds, and that is incomplete.
Mario Merced.
He was involved. And now Shasta will take over on downs.
Coach Thompson's not the type of coach that runs up the score. I look for them just to run the ball and run the clock out as much as they can.
Well, Pollard has been kind of consistent since he's been in the second half, and Naylor's taking a break. I wonder on that one play if he sustained a little bit of an injury on
when
that.
He fumbled it. Yes, he could have sustained an injury. We will try to get you a report during the post-game show. Either way, you know what? Both teams have played a great game tonight. A fantastic game.
It's been a fun football game. Okay, there's the snap. Handoff right up the middle. And there's a pretty good gain right there. He is doing well, and he's still not going down. That is Spencer. Spencer dragged their whole team down the field.
He did. You know, after having the ball for the last 8-7 minutes of the game, that defense is tired, Gary. Clock continues to run. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the game. Shasta leading 20-7. And it is officially a first down. Ball's on the 31-yard line.
And Pollard's just going to sit on it.
They are going to
take the
now
snap and run it out.
Run it out.
106, 105 is where it is right now. He takes the snap, drops to a knee, and they'll run it down. I got one more of those to do.
Yeah, they have to do one more play, Gary, and then it's thinking time for us. You know, it has been a fantastic game. Good defensive game on both sides. As the people start to filter out here. Hey, you know what? When we pull a truck in to unload, maybe we should use the ramp. I saw another way you can get in by the restrooms.
Right up.
Those stairs are killing me. They're killing me, Gary.
So they'll fall on it one more time, and the clock will run itself out. And in 20 seconds, this one will be history from Merced College. Final score is going to be Shasta 20, Merced 7. Teams will gather in the middle to congratulate each other. It's been a great...
There goes the head coaches. They both give each other a big hug and a handshake.
And we look at the clock, and there's 2 seconds left, and now it is official. Shasta wins 20-7 here at Merced College. Great football game. I enjoyed it. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with the post-game show and wrap things up here for you. It's the Shasta Sports Network on XS961.com.
For over 50 years, Hild Collision Center is still family-owned and operated. It all started when Art Hild opened his first body shop in 1965. Today known as Hild Collision Center, the North State's most recommended full-service collision repair business. The Hild family is proud to continue business in this great community Every year brings new changes in many forms, from new vehicle models, training and equipment, new technology in aluminum bodies and frames, computers, airbags, and Pearl Clear Coat paints. You can be assured that the team at Hill Collision Center are the best in class. The Hill Collision Center family would like to say thank you to the North Valley for trusting them with your collision repairs and allowing them to grow and support our community. Hill Collision Center on East Cypress Avenue in Reading. Online at hillcollisioncenter.com or find us on Facebook. Hill Collision Center, where you're always a satisfied customer.
Learning about the dangers of wildfires can help you save your home and those you love. According to experts, wildfires across the country are burning hotter and faster than ever before. After a severe fire season in which 1,400 homes burned, the National Fire Protection Association created the FireWise program. The program offers simple ways community members can work together to prevent their properties from becoming fuel for a wildfire. Residents can reduce the risk of their home's ignition by simply modifying their homes and immediate surroundings. For example, clearing a space around the home can reduce wildfire threat, reduce surrounding vegetation, and prune large trees. Even something as simple as cleaning gutters and eaves of leaves and debris can prevent an ember from igniting a home. When possible, choose heat and flame-resistant construction materials for homes, decks, porches, and fences. The most protective roofing materials will be rated Class A, including asphalt shingles and metal cement and concrete products. For more information, visit firewise.org.
It's no surprise Biggins Lighting has been lighting up Reading for over 45 years. They have an amazing showroom displaying the latest in designs and styles, a dedicated staff providing superior customer service, and the most affordable pricing in town. Biggins Lighting is your one-stop shop for lighting, fans, fixtures, bulbs, and more. Looking for that special deal? Check in regularly for discounted and blowout items and ask about their internet price matching. Biggins Lighting, located on Pine Street just up the road from Lulu's in downtown Reading. Biggins, lighting up Reading for over 45 years.
Well, there's so many different things that we could have pointed out for what we had here tonight. Good football game.
Fantastic game.
It was very close all the way towards the end when there were a couple of things that took place that were, no fun for anybody. But we had a very good football game here. Final score, Dan, 20-7.
Shasta wins.
A lot of things that we build up for, and one of those is our player of the game. That is a service of Hill Collision Center. They proudly support local athletes, and they present the Player of the Game award. Each player will be highlighted, and a special end-of-the-year award presentation with a contribution going back to the Shasta High School football program is going to be good. And you know what? There was a couple of guys on the fence tonight.
Yeah, I almost wanted to award it to the complete special teams crew. The whole special team crew, I wanted to, but after looking at this defensive game, there was one guy that caused a lot of problems for Merced's.
Well, not only did he cause a lot of problems late in the game, but early in the game.
That's what I was talking about. Early in the game, he caused a lot of problems for that offensive line, and he got to the ball carrier, and he actually got to the quarterback once in the first half, twice in the second half.
So your Hill Collision Center player of the game, Dan, goes to?
It's going to go to number 28, Alex Talladino.
Yeah, Alex had a good football game. He deserved all that.
He made a lot of – he had 3 quarterback sacks. He actually caused a fumble, and he was just all over that field tonight. Robert Joe played another great game, had 2 more interceptions. He's got 6 on the year. Fantastic game, but – Talladino
he was there. He was solid.
Added that pressure.
He was consistent all game long. So congratulations, Mr. Talladino. You are the player of the game. And that pretty much wraps it up here at Merced College. It's been a great day. It's been a wonderful experience for us here.
Hey, Gary. Road trip.
Another road trip. Patrick Kelly, I want to say thank you so much for your hospitality and taking good care of us and allowing us to come down here and broadcast the game. We will extend that same courtesy to you guys next year. If you guys come our way next year, I don't know how they work the schedules and stuff, but it's been great. It's been fun, and we appreciate all of it.
Yes,
the Shasta Sports Network, service of our good friends at Omega Mortgage. Best in the business when it comes to mortgage and finances and stuff like that. So see them online at omglending.com or call them at 223-1400. Dan Landis and his brother Aaron. Good company. A lot of good friends up there. A lot of good friends here. Good football game tonight. Another successful week for the Shasta Sports Network, and we appreciate everybody who's involved and everyone who checked in on the chat feed.
That was fantastic.
Aaron,
I love that chat feed.
Aaron Maridi, thank you. Donna Johnson, Susie Hendricks, call us next week. And everybody, Angela Larson, thank you so much for joining the broadcast.
Danny Farrell, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
We had a good group here tonight. So for Dan Miller, I'm Gary Moore, and for all of the coaching staff at Shasta, the Knights, they are now 3-0. There'll be a good football game coming up. We'll tell you more about that later on next week. It's going to be some more good stuff and another road trip. We'll be going to Los Medanos next week. You won't be there. You got something else going on?
Yeah, I have to travel over to Eureka to Redwood Acres Raceway, but I will be joining you the following weekend.
Super. All right. So for Merced College, I'm Gary Moore saying good night from the Shasta Sports Network, and we'll see you next week.